And we're live. Hello. Hello, people.
Good evening.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Good evening. All right, here we go. So, what's good, people? We out here in the streets. I guess it's time for to start that music. Where's my theme music? Hold up. Where's it at? That is a good question. Where is my theme music? Here we go. It's that time. Oh, God. Here we go. What's good? I'm Sky, and we out here in the streets. Not in the streets. We just kidding. We on Yo TV. Yo on the. This is going bad already. Hello, dude. Yo, I'm about to be drinking today, so it's gonna get wild. So anyway, who am I? I'm Sky. I'm Fly. Half of Shea Butter FC. Ownership portion. We got a whole street team. But anyway, I'm here with Trebor and Eugene. Hey, y'all say hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
And we're
How
gonna
y'all doing?
And we're gonna be talking about we're gonna watch this game with Colombia against South Korea, or the Republic of Korea, South Korea, for everybody. And we have special guests today. And so let's see. First special guest, Danni McCray. What's good, legend?
What's up?
People.
Hey.
All right, and then we got Jake, brother Jake.
Hello.
Say good.
Hello.
What's good? What's good?
It's going great. Got some great news from 3 a.m. this morning. That was nice to wake up to.
Oh,
And, ready to watch this game. You know the good news.
Ooh. All right, good. So we ready to get this show on the road. We gonna talk. What are we gonna do today? We gonna have a pregame show. We are we're actually on time. We are not on CP time. We're not on melanated time. We are actually on time for once. And then we gonna have a little pre-show. We're gonna talk about what are those things called? We're gonna talk about lineups, I guess tactics, styles. We're gonna talk about the greatness that's Linda Casero, and we're gonna talk about what we can expect in the game coming, and then we'll watch the game. Today's game is on FS1. Or what? Universal?
Universal,
Yep.
If you got Universal, get to that. Or you can watch on FS1 and just put it on mute. Don't listen to the people that are on TV. We are here for you. And then after we'll have halftime at some point. And we'll also have what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a post-game situation. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. And yeah, we gonna get into it. All right. So today, I guess we got starting lineups. Hold on. Yes. Starting lineups for both teams.
They should be out, yes.
So both teams are going to be running a 4-3-3. Whoa. Jesus Christ.
You would be correct. They're both running a 4-3-3, yes. That is the correct sound effect.
Oops.
You are correct. Yes. 4-3-3 for both sides.
We're awake now. And then are there any particular things we want to talk about in that regard? I guess. I know people want to talk about Linda.
Yeah.
Why we trying to act?
Yeah. That's just
This is the Linda pregame show. Would you like to start us off, Trebor, discussing the greatness? That is.
Where do you start? This is a player that, for me, what I like the most about her game, when we talk about just her game, first let's talk about her. The 18-year-old you do hear a lot about is Alyssa Thompson, but this is probably, if you follow women's soccer outside of like the NWSL and the FAWSL, this is a player you've definitely heard of. She's 18 years old, making her World Cup debut. She just signed with Real Madrid through 10 matches, has already scored twice, got 4 assists. And for me, what I love the most about her game is just how pure she looks on the ball. She looks so comfortable. She plays with such fluidity with the ball. She's really great at her touches. Like, I don't think I've seen her with too many bad touches in a game. excellent at passing, dribbling. If you like watching soccer at its most beautiful, then you're gonna love watching Linda Caicedo, because she's a superstar already. And when we talk about Colombia taking the pitch, it starts and ends with her. So if you haven't seen her before, you're in for a treat for sure.
Word. Oh.
Yeah, if I can add on to that, like
please do.
No, I was gonna say I watched her playing against Mexico in the Revelations Cup earlier this year, and when you're watching her, like you just forget. Like I think at that time she was still 17; she hadn't even turned 18 yet. You forget that she's that young. I mean, she just goes out there and kind of commands the pitch, and it's just it's fun watching her. In part because of what she can do, but also in part because, that's just scratching the surface, right? This is kind of her World Cup debut. Think of what she's going to be able to do in the next cycle and the one after that. Just a fun player to watch. Like you said, Trevor, she signed with Real Madrid. I believe she signed on her 18th birthday from her club in Colombia, and picked up and left. That was the earliest they could legally sign her because of FIFA regulations. And went straight to Spain, got a starting job with Real Madrid, and the rest, as they say, is history. So if you haven't seen her play yet, you're in for a treat.
Word. What's good, Connor? Okay, coming through. She's really fire. We were watching the legal streams. Excuse me. That's a good title for a movie. We were watching streams. Don't ask how they were becoming available to watch her play. This is her first senior, I guess, national team World Cup. She's been in 2 others. And has balled in both of them. Jesus. So yes, this is her 3rd World Cup in a calendar year. So this is gonna be fun. I'm excited about the sauce. Let's see. This is gonna be. I mean, yeah. We about to have a fun time here. Let's see. What else? Do we have any other thoughts? I haven't seen the recent version of South Korea.
Like we were talking about earlier, that's what I'm more intrigued about watching this match too. Aside from Linda, is just that for me, South Korea is a team that I haven't really seen much of lately heading into the World Cup. So like they are for me the team that I know the least about, which I think makes it interesting, because I think a lot of people can say that probably about the South Korean team. So for a lot of us, it's going to be our first time really seeing them in real competitive action. So that's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. Recently. I mean, because
recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Within the last 6 months, I would say.
And something else, if I can, real quick about South Korea, is that, for a lot of countries, you can see a lot of their players playing abroad, playing elsewhere. It's not really the case with South Korea. I think they've only got 2, maybe 3 players playing abroad, and I think one of them is from the U.S. She plays in the Player Development Academy. So most of their players are all based in South Korea, and we don't get to see a lot of that here in the States. So it's gonna be fun to kind of learn together as we go through this, I guess.
There is good news on that though. In their local league, almost like a good portion of the team actually plays for a team that's won 10 consecutive titles in their national league. So they do have some quality on the national side. But you're right, like they had the friendly before this, they actually had a 2-1 win over Haiti, which we're all very high on Haiti. So that to show kind of like the quality they have coming into this. But you're right, like, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to know what's going to happen in this one, but there's definitely very, very good quality on both these sides here. So it should be a good game.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw them play was like when they played the U.S. Women's national team in like 2021. And
yeah.
I know that was like a 6-0 match that finished that, but I think my fave from that South Korea team was actually their goalkeeper. She actually did really well.
Word. Yeah, because that game was 6-0, but yeah, She saved a bunch of goals.
Playing the U.S. though, yeah, it's kind
of no. But I remember that she saved a bunch of goals in that game because it easily. Oh, Jesus Christ! It easily could have. Who got the ring-a-ding-dings going on? So good. But yeah, she saved a bunch of. Yeah, it's coming back to me. She saved a bunch of goals that easily could have been like 15-0. But right now they got the anthems going. I think.
Yep.
Colombia's singing theirs. And hey, shout out to the kid in the Colombia jersey I saw at my local gym the other day. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's another team that has a lot of there's a lot of support for a lot of national teams here in Los Angeles, but I would say Colombia is probably the one that's closest behind the Mexican national team support out here.
And I'm looking up and down the Colombia list. I'm thinking back to again when I saw them playing against Mexico earlier this year. Colombia's they're a good quality side, and I feel like every time they seem to play Mexico like twice a year. It's weird, but every time I see them play, I feel like they get better and better and better. So that's good for a team that's heading into a World Cup. I do remember they're pretty physical. They and maybe it's just because they play Mexico seemingly all the time. Lots of physical battles, lots of sturdy challenges, so to speak, but also a lot of just real like good passing. They're fun to watch. They're a lot of fun to watch, and it should be interesting. I'm interested to see what South Korea does with that.
A physical match, you say? That would be
in this World Cup,
right? With us watching, really?
Is Chesney Wolf in the match?
It's going to be physical and end in 0-0. It's like every other match we've
right. I was about to say, in the two matches we've seen so far here on this stream, we've seen 47 fouls between the two matches combined, with 8 yellow cards and 2 reds. So, no goals, none.
Yeah.
Look, the Reds were anti-black because look, Bunny shouldn't have got no red. Buddy, no. I got you, dog. You shouldn't have got no red. They need to rescind that last yellow. That was flopping.
Can you have them reviewed? Is that something
they need to?
I think we talked about that, and I don't think yellows you can.
I don't think you can either. I think straight reds they could, reds, but I don't think they can review yellows.
Because that first one was definitely not a yellow. It was harsh. It was harsh.
Yeah.
Which shows you why harsh yellow cards early are not that great.
Yeah, the second one for me was
that was a yellow.
Sure. But that first one was I can't go with that one.
The second one, she was a flop. Oh, y'all didn't see the clip where she didn't hit her. It was a flop. It was a dive.
No, I didn't see that clip.
It was a good sell.
Yes. That's gonna be a vibey game. Jamaica versus Panama. Woo! No Bunny. Woo! That's gonna be vibe.
Speaking of other matches before this one gets started, we talked about it last time we were on about who we thought was the best team in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to confidently say it's Brazil.
Yes.
100%. It's Brazil. Not just the result, but the way they played, how well they looked, the motivation they have to win it for Marta. Like, this is a team that is definitely going to get out the group stage, and I would hate to play them in the first knockout round. Like, I don't know how that's going to match up in terms of standings, but whoever plays them first is going to have their work cut out for them.
I think they play second in this group, right?
Oh, is it?
I think so. I think if they win, it would be the second. I think. Let me look.
Brazil?
Yeah. They're in the group with.
That would be interesting.
France,
so we
right?
could. Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, so the first plays second in this group, and then second.
Oh, that'll be interesting because in this group, if Germany finishes first and this Colombia team finishes second, we could see Colombia-Brazil. That would be tasty. That would be so good. That would be so good.
Must-watch TV.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, Brazil is scary.
Give me that. If that's the case, give me that.
Look, they were out here doing back heels, all kinds of stuff. Deborah was out here doing bicycle kicks after getting clipped. Ma'am. Caroline, I needed you to score some goals today because you was on my fantasy team. But anyway, but yeah, like I'm pissed because I was gonna get Ari Borges, and I didn't
Yeah,
get her.
she put on a show. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I would have been cooking up the rankings, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
There's still time.
Oh yeah, it would be a ooh. It would be a ooh.
The CONMEBOL final, yeah, or CONMEBOL.
Yes, I agree with this statement. Brazil, Japan, yeah, are the most.
Yeah.
I see Germany awoken. They were like,
That's classic Germany. They limp into the tournament. Classic Germany.
And then just put up 800 goals. Yeah.
They try to throw people off the trail, I'm pretty sure. Even though they've still definitely earned that loss against Zambia.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, as we see the lineups, it looks like a 4-3-3 for both sides, as we talked about.
Well, on Universal, they got a 3-4-3 for South Korea.
Yeah, they're definitely not coming out in a 4-3-3. That's for sure.
They're
coming out with two up top. Yeah. As the match kicks off. Oh, what's everyone's times?
I'm at 7.
I'm at 12 seconds.
It started
the game.
Yeah. Oh, we don't. Oh, you haven't started the match yet? Yeah. My match has started.
Mine doesn't have a scoreboard right now, so I can't. I'm at 21 seconds right now.
Okay.
I had to switch
I'm
back
at
to Fox
28.
Sports.
Okay, cool.
Universal is still delayed. Hold on. Let me go
Let me
back here.
switch to Universal then.
It's at 12 seconds on my rotary situation.
Watching on your sidekick.
Why you gotta be like this? You can get booted up out of here. We ain't gonna be doing this. Y'all gonna be dissing me?
So it begins.
Shout out Moro the sidekick. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be stuck at 5 seconds behind y'all.
I'm at 37 seconds. It's fine.
Oh wow.
Whoa, what you gotta do that for?
No, I'm saying wow because I'm like a good 30 seconds in front of you.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's all good. You haven't missed much yet. Honestly, they've shown more of the coaches and the staff in the first minute and a half than they have the actual match. So
yeah, I'm seeing that now. Like,
at
okay,
least
guys,
on
let's
this
get
feed,
games
so-
on.
Right, exactly. I want to see the players play the game of soccer.
I also don't know if we talked about this in the pre-show. I think both of these teams have only won one World Cup game so far. It'll be cool for someone to get their second, or if it's a draw, I guess. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not another 0-0 draw.
I
don't
was
think I
gonna
want to
say,
sit through another one of those.
knock
We
on
need
wood,
to
and
break
that's
the curse.
yeah, knock on wood. But I think this will be the match. I think Linda either scores herself or sets up an easy assist.
Whoa! I need about 5 goals. I need her to do the thing. Give me 5 goals.
I'll
'Cause
take
I'm-
one at this point.
I just want one goal at this point.
We gotta believe Linda is gonna get us 5 for my fantasy squad.
There we go.
Because Caroline decided not to score today. It's fine. Let's go.
See, every time I try and play a fantasy game, I get super into it as I'm setting it up, and then for the first couple of games, I'll be on it, and then I'll forget, and then I'll log in almost at the end, and I'm in 9th place. I'm I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, the second you forget in fantasy, it's over. Very unfortunate.
I forget all the time.
That was almost.
Anybody got no pop-up windows? Do you think we'll see fair today? Oh. Wait, that goalie kid is nice. I want one.
I've honestly low-key given up on trying to guess substitutions because the last 2 matches we've had here, I felt the subs happened way later than needed.
I already get a corner goal, I guarantee it. Jake guarantee.
Nice punch out by the goalkeeper.
All right, never mind. the curse of being behind.
Yeah.
Well, how far? Where are you on the time?
Oh, I'm 5 seconds behind you. So
Okay.
that was a nice punch out, though.
Wait.
I don't know if I feel like the goalkeeping in this World Cup has been like I know we've had some bad results, but I still think there've been incredible goalkeeping in this.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Like really top notch stuff. Even like the Vietnam goalkeeper was playing her ass off. Like there's a lot of good stuff out of goalkeepers.
Okay, Colombia, let's wake up.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Who's that down on the pitch?
Not sure, but an immediate call for trainers to come
Yeah.
out. Another early blow to the head.
Looks like Yorlan
head clash,
Bali.
Will that? Yeah. I don't think we see a penalty in this one.
I give me Liga Meki Feminine energy. I need 5 to 4, 7 to 8.
Yes, we know you need all the goals.
Can I have some hot Cheetos?
Yeah, we talked about her ability on pitch, but I think it's also important when you talk about Caicedo to mention that she is also a cancer survivor. At 15, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So this is a player that is already battle tested in ways a lot of us cannot imagine, which makes her story even better. I mean, 3 years later, she's here at the World Cup, one of the youngest here at the World Cup, and is already a bona fide star in the game of women's soccer. So just wanted to get that out there. Felt that was important.
I'm on mute. She got the 5 braids. Oh, it's gotta be cold over there. I'm forgetting this. Like,
Oh, it is. It is.
Winter
It is.
there.
As the trainers are still attending to the Colombian player. Is that their defender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, those always look super, super painful. Like, I didn't play soccer that well where we were doing headers and stuff, but that looks pretty awful, even though.
I was never trying to do no headers because as a
Right,
goalkeeper,
yeah.
them balls were so hard. I have messed up thumbs because overinflation of balls. I feel like a whole brick.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than playing in super cold weather, like playing at 35, 36 degrees, and that ball is just like a stone. It's not fun.
Yeah. Or getting kicked in the head.
Those
That's
headdresses are.
I don't think getting kicked in the head is fun in any weather.
Yeah, that's a bad time no matter what the temperature is. It looks like they resumed play. Karabali is off the pitch. Hopefully she'll be able to come back.
It looked like she was getting ready to come back on.
Oh, good. Have we seen a concussion sub?
Not yet. Knock on wood. Yeah.
Okay, hey, ladies. That's some nice headdresses.
Yeah, I was about to say, I want one of those.
Okay.
I really like the Pibe Valderrama wigs that the Colombian fans or some of them were wearing. Those are fun.
Yep, we noticed that in the pregame show.
Yeah. Ooh.
Time check. Oh, it's 7:37.
7:37 for
7:44.
me. Yeah, South Korea with the early opportunity off the free kick.
Yeah, Colombia is really kind of giving them opportunities, and I say that as Lady Ramirez comes down the pitch for Colombia.
Yeah, their defense is definitely a little, I don't want to necessarily say shaky, but definitely not tight right now.
Yeah, probably maybe just a little bit of nerves. It's their first game. I know we've been through this, but
yeah.
South Korea's on a good break now. Looks like they might be getting numbers forward.
Yeah, that's some good passing to come out of being in your third with that many players.
Uh-oh.
Foul? Question mark?
Nope.
Both teams getting space early. Both teams finding little cracks in the door. Yeah, we should see some goals in this one.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to jinx us. I can't jinx us. But.
Okay, forget all that. 10, 9, 7, 8.
Korea really needs to watch that through ball because Colombia. Oh, that's bad.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Kick to the head.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Korea.
Now that's a bad.
That's not a good
I know
time.
she didn't mean to do that, but that
Yeah.
was
Is that a red?
yellow
Yellow.
card for the high kick.
Yeah, it's gotta be yellow.
Manuela Vanegas for Colombia picks up the yellow. Oh.
How far behind are we?
Yeah, I've never gotten to instant
Oh!
that, but
Did they take it to VAR?
Not yet.
could that be a red? I don't.
It
like,
could be a red, even if it's
It could be. Thankfully,
that is a high kick.
Yeah, that's
You know, like that's a really high kick.
Thankfully, Son looks like she's up and walking around. That's good to see.
So far, it doesn't look like it's gonna go to VAR.
Yeah.
It looks like it was like because it was in the she was actively swinging the leg.
I don't even think she saw her really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those like high kicks in traffic type of situations. It was like a
her back was kind of facing toward her as she was coming in. I don't think she saw her until it was too late.
But, yeah, she didn't see her until her foot was already in her eye, basically.
I thought she left Chelsea though. I said X. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're lashing out. G's out here in the streets. We have a Chelsea fan to my right who's excited for G. Who that is? Oh boy. Oh no.
Still appreciate the players unless they were Barcelona.
And if you heard that, we're lashing out at Barcelona. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the game where we don't get a red card.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies are flying everywhere. A lot of physicality. Surprise, surprise.
We're building some character. We playing some soccer.
Yeah, but you also don't want to see this many players go down in 12 minutes, you know?
Yeah, we still have another almost a month of soccer. We preferred it not to be
Only match
left standing.
Yeah, this is the last of the opening matches as well. So
yeah.
After this, I believe it's New Zealand with their second match of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, change our lineup.
Yeah, we can't change our lineups because but
Some early fantasy advice.
Yeah, so far it looks like Korea really has had the dominant set of possession. Maybe not even dominant. They've had more of the possession. It's been more in the Colombia end, and I'm just waiting for Colombia to try and, I'm not sure if they're trying to sit back and wait to spring a counter, or if they're just kind of unable to get anything going just yet.
they need to be on the all-scoring. I was about to say all-scoring ACC train. They need to be all on the focus on the just all-scoring train. Let's go get these goals.
Colombia
Let me be
steaming
coach.
ahead.
Of course, as soon as I point out that they've been stuck back in the zone, now they're down in.
They just need you to talk shit about them, and then they're good.
I'm not. I'm just said what, telling them what.
No, I know that, but they need that motivation. Clearly, every time you say it, they're just like, "All right, cool, time to attack." However, we can get the goals, we'll get them. All right. If that means we got to motivate them, we will.
Bangers only game. I hope so, Abby. I'm with you there. I need
bicycle kicks.
I need something exciting after the
I need
0-0 draws.
Oh, I need back. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be a foul. Latoya. I need Bicycle kicks. Backflips into kicks.
Or even like a banger free kick. I'll take a banger free kick too.
Oh yes.
Those are always fun to watch.
Or kick from like half field.
Yeah, catch the
Ooh.
goalkeeper sleeping.
Or a
Just a little too
goalkeeper
far
goal.
That-
Well, I mean,
yeah, that's
golden
super
goose.
rare. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Well, unless you're a certain team.
Who gets fantasy points if a goalkeeper scores a goal? Do they get
Goalkeeper?
points for that?
I was about to say, would it not be the goalkeeper?
You'd have to be playing the goalkeeper though.
But do they like program that even into like?
I don't
That's
know.
probably
I
like
honestly
20,
don't play.
probably like 20
Yeah,
points.
Last time I saw one of those was when Portland's keeper did that.
Wait, why we had to do
Yeah,
that? We
yeah.
didn't need to do that.
I mean, never mind.
Off
What a tackle!
Yep. That is
Yeah, that was
the
a fun
team that
time.
is good at that. Yep.
Yeah, that is a team.
Yep,
Can't wait
that
to
is
see
a
them
team that is
Saturday.
really good. I was about to say, yeah, they for those interested, they will be back in action against Angel City here in Los Angeles on the 29th in Challenge Cup play. That'll be interesting to see the two teams. Angel City without Alyssa Thompson and Julie Ertz, and then Portland without Sophia Smith.
And Crystal Dunn.
Yeah.
And Angel City likely also without Cindy LaRue. Just
Yeah.
vibes. We just gonna figure it out. Build some character.
And no Junendo, so like it'll be interesting to see where they get their scoring from.
Now, forgive my ignorance of the NWSL, but are teams really taking the Challenge Cup seriously, or are they?
Yeah,
Not the
I
Red
think
Stars.
I think
Not the
some
Red
are, and some probably couldn't care less. I think.
I get the feeling that, or the overall sentiment is that the Red Stars aren't very serious about a lot of things right now.
Yeah,
The vibes are in the absolute negatives with them.
Yeah.
So
I think for a team like Angel City, they probably still care in the sense that they want to put on a good
Let's go,
showing
Linda!
of themselves, but they've definitely put themselves in such a hole, and they're still within striking distance of playoffs in the NWSL that they should probably use these two matches while players are away at the World Cup to get healthier and to just try out tactics, you know? So I think for them, they take it seriously, but also should probably use this for more training purposes.
there's $1 million on the line for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of money on the line, but they, like I said, they've put themselves in such a hole that trying to go all out to get that mill is not the smartest when you have playoff hopes still, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Red Stars are lacking all seriousness across the board. Yeah, literally every level of running a team or being on a team is defined.
But a team like the Portland Thorns definitely care. A team like the
Yeah.
Reign definitely care because they want to win everything
Sure.
all the time. So they would love that mill.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. I guess it maybe didn't pose that question in a good way. I guess it depends
No, you did. Yeah,
solely
no.
on the team.
Yeah. That's a fair question. For like,
I will say this: the teams definitely didn't care when it was the preseason tournament. It was very much why are you trying to get us to give a shit about this tournament when we don't? Now that it's in season and kind of the way it is this year, especially with the World Cup happening, like I think there's very much a sense of a lot of teams are like, hey, we can use this and use that money to help us in the league play for years to come. So,
Ooh, let's go corner kick. Okay, wait. What's the time check?
I got 18 minutes on the
18,
nose.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute.
17,
We're gonna
15.
enjoy this corner kick since we're several hundred seconds behind.
Spoilers: it doesn't do what you think it does, or maybe it does.
Yeah, that did what it.
That was an excellent sell. I love that sell.
That was amazing. Yeah, seems like as soon as I started talking about how Colombia had been pinned down in their own zone, they've really broken out and gotten some good things going forward. It's I was just gonna say, like, it's good to see them kind of coming out of their shell and kind of growing into the game.
Yeah, they're making some nice midfield passes for sure.
I
Alex
feel
was
like
saying switch sides.
if Colombia can get like a decent range
That's what I'm talking about.
free kick, it would be really fun to watch.
That was a combo ball roll. Do y'all do 2 or 3? In combo ball, is it like 2, not the 3 of CONCACAF?
I
Well, I don't know. It might be
One,
more.
I think it's usually 3.
Sky,
Huh?
we got Neymar. What do you think?
Neymar
I was about to
is
say.
good.
See, I didn't want to say it.
Neymar
But like Neymar did like 100 rolls, so maybe it's like a nice average of 30.
I'll never forget after the was it the 2018 World Cup where he did that thing where he just kept rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
They had a competition at one of the games at halftime in Tijuana where they had the fans come down and roll from the center half to like the end line, and the person who won it like got like a prize package or something. And it's just funny watching these people just rolling down the field.
Oh my god.
I'll have to see if I can find video of it.
I need
How'd you
these
not get dizzy
headdresses. What?
I was gonna say, how do you not get dizzy when you do that?
And
Oh,
also
I'm sure
Neymar.
they did.
Do you think Neymar gets like vertigo after a game doing all that?
Probably.
I was also gonna say with the headdresses, like the fact that there's so many Colombia fans here
That's
is
too
kind
big.
of nuts. Like, how far is that away from Australia?
I'm
Whew.
not sure.
Man, that's gotta be.
I don't know. I mean, they're in South America, so like technically, would it be?
And they're on the west coast of South America.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah, it might be
about as far away as South Korea.
Okay, I'm.
I don't
hitting
know.
up Google
I've
Flights
lost my
right
ability
now.
to geography, to be honest. On a world scale, it's been a rough few years. You know what I mean? But yeah, they definitely are a nation that travels well in terms of their support. And that's what I've loved seeing about this Women's World Cup is just the support that the other nations have gotten in Australia has just been amazing to see. And then stateside, I can't speak for other, cities and stuff, but I know here in Los Angeles, Angel City has hosted several watch parties at, midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m. and they've gotten amazing turnouts every time. So
Yeah, like we went to the one at Common Space. We had to leave. It was like nowhere to sit.
man, see?
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like that's excellent. I
There
love
was
that.
like a wedding reception in the back, but yeah, it was like packed out. It was like
100%.
even if that didn't exist, it was like so many people. So yeah.
And it's not just for the U.S. game too. Like I think that's important to point out. I
Yeah.
think a lot of times with American sports, especially, it's like unless there's an American team playing, typically the excitement isn't there. But for this World Cup, there's been excitement for every team, which is
I actually
amazing to see. I love it.
I will actually love to go to a watch party for non-U.S. women's national team game. Because they've been looking like they lit. Like the Philippines. It's like looked like a fire watch party.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
She just rolled over the ball. Impressive footwork, but that's the wrist. Eesh.
No.
Oh, she just kind of got her cleat caught up on the ball.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not there yet.
Oof.
And she didn't exactly land very well either from that.
No.
Oof.
Get up, Tommy.
I think she's okay though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she just rolled her ankle, it looked like.
I mean,
Hopefully.
also, that was a very impressive trap to that ball, too.
The scorpion touch,
Yeah,
that was
the
beautiful.
Scorpion trap, come on.
Like I said, she has an amazing touch.
Woo!
So good on the ball.
Also, in case you were wondering, which I'm sure none of you were, a flight from Bogota to Sydney can be as short as 25 hours or be
Oof.
as long as 50.
Jeez.
You have to make a minimum of 2 stops, no matter what.
Oof.
That's a lot of travel.
Not fun.
Where are the stops?
They're all in like the U.S. Which
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. But
Though they're usually probably like San Francisco or like New York type beat.
yeah, I saw one of them was like Dallas or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Dallas is like a big hub. I didn't realize how much international travel goes through Dallas, but
Yep.
yeah, was Southwest and like maybe is American Airlines there too?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. Yeah,
definitely
because
American.
Yes.
when I flew to Torreon last time I went down there, it was American, and I went from Philly to Dallas to Torreon and then back.
Wait, which Dallas airport did you go to?
DFW.
Oh, okay.
I'll never forget that because I the flight out of Philadelphia was like super early in the morning, and I get there and there's all these people in Eagles gear, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why are there so many people in Eagles gear? That was the weekend they were playing Dallas, and there was all these Eagles fans flying down there, and I was like, what the hell? So, and of course, as we flew over the big stadium there, everybody kind of leaned out of the plane and started booing. It was a classic Philadelphia moment. Stopped in San Francisco and LAX when you flew to Australia. Man.
That sounds not fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Having been through both of those.
I just don't understand why you would have to stop in both.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah, that sounds terrible to have to stop.
They're literally 45 to an hour apart.
Yeah.
In terms of flight time, yeah.
I thought because there's a ton of Chicago to SF, like I feel like that's like one of those scheduled.
Maybe that's it.
Whatever.
I hate SFO with a passion.
SFO sucked.
A dangerous. Looks like it's going to be a dangerous free kick for Colombia, yeah.
Well, let's see. Yeah, she's about what 35 yards out or so.
This would be a banger if Colombia
It's
can
time for the
convert
banger.
this.
What's banger music?
What they're known
nice
for.
pass.
Short kick. Nice.
What is banger music?
Oh, got him.
Nice idea.
Damn. Y'all spoiling it? It's okay.
Sorry.
No, y'all gotta spoil it.
Trying
So we can know.
trying not to, but
No, do it. So then I can know.
okay.
It's reaction in real time. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this is. I think out of the 3 matches now we're watching, this is definitely the most back and forth
Yeah.
throughout.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rup.
the first 2 were really kind of like intense and like focused. This one's just wide open and vibey, and
They're
it's
both
been-
just like we're getting goals. Yeah.
Although I think this has been, he's like what last 10 minutes have been so heavy Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Like South Korea, I think they're gonna probably regret not scoring any of the
Whoa!
they had.
That was
They
wrong.
especially had that first chance that they had with the open space and the one-on-one opportunity. That was definitely the missed opportunity for them.
Or even
Colombia
the free kick that just like directly to the goalkeeper. Like we don't have a UFC match this time. There's still time.
Very much so time.
This could easily turn into
Oh,
Avengers
handball. Yep. That has to be a hand. That penalty.
Been out?
And
Penal.
who called for the penalty earlier? Good
Era
shout.
penal.
Now, as someone else said in
Oh.
chat, will we get a conversion on the penalty? Will there be a conversion? Will we see a goal tonight? Guesses?
Oh,
Anybody?
yeah. Clear penalty. I think they're going to convert. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a handball.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a handball. Been out.
Yeah, and I don't think she meant to do that, but that was that was clear as day.
Hand away from the body, hits the arm.
The save was fun too. Also, I know it doesn't matter at the end, but
Silves,
On
this
the
is
ground.
very
Certain
statement.
people aren't taking the pen, so who is it? Lady Ramos, I think, taking the.
Certain Epcot enthusiast.
Why can't we have Linda take the penalty kick? Sorry.
Are we
Well, it
muting
might-
reaction for SkyE?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Let's
try
go.
to keep a straight face as possible.
Yeah.
Why are you giving a straight face? Be you. Be
Poker
true.
FaceTime.
I'm not keeping a straight
We're not
face.
spoiling it.
I mean, it might be the first goal. It might be the first goal. Because I think technically Eugene's like 5 seconds ahead of me.
The long ass penalty.
We've seen this before.
Man, we gonna have 15 minutes of stoppage time. Shit.
FIFA's looking for any excuse to have 10 minutes of stoppage.
Did y'all get there yet?
Yeah.
I got there.
Vamos, Colombia!
That's what's up.
I love
Vamos,
it.
Colombia!
I love it. 1-0.
So we finally get a goal. 30
Yeah,
minutes
goal.
into the match. A penalty converted. Colombia. As you see what it means.
Goal!
Isn't that the CONMEBOL delegation putting away penalties? CONCACAF?
That would be CONMEBOL putting away the penalty.
So smooth
Oh, it was
too.
Usme. I had
Got
it
the
wrong.
goal. Got the goalkeeper going the wrong way. Just cool as you like. Low kick. So calm.
These must be so dumb when you're a goalkeeper. You're probably just like, oh.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of goalkeepers have saved them this tournament. So how dumb is it? But I know what you mean. It's kind of just
Yeah, the
like.
idea of it is just like, man, come on.
But also at the World Cup stage, you have to imagine as a striker, the pressure, because it's not just World Cup, but everyone expects you to convert.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know,
Really,
it's
it's
like a
unfair.
free throw in basketball. You know,
What?
Unfair.
No, what end of it? Really? Is it though?
is it?
That's what I was-
that
I feel like it's way more rare, which makes it even more pressure filled. Like free throws, guys shoot those all the time in basketball.
That's a good.
Okay.
true. That's true.
Danny, what do you think? Because is it like a free throw, or would it be like a free throw? It have to be like you. If you shoot the free throw, you win the game. Would it have to be
It's
that level?
like, yeah, it has to, like, that, to me, when I first started watching soccer, that's how I saw penalties. But it feels like there's way more pressure for this. Like, this is like, if I make this, we win the game, and my family like stays alive. Like, the pressure seems like way higher.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Danny,
like-
I always wanted to
Yeah.
ask this. So, how much shit talking happens when you're taking a free throw? Is there a bunch? Do people try to like kick
Oh,
you off
all the
game?
time. all the There's so much. I'm not much of like a trash talker type person.
Mhm.
Only if you talk to me. If you talk to me, then I'll talk back. But for the most part, no. But yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, I would not be able to focus. Either
No,
by
yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
either by laughing or being like, "What did they say?"
And
What if you
AU, I find it so funny is because like players try to make you laugh while you're at the free throw line because the game is so relaxed. So you got
Uh-huh.
like Sid. Like, there's clips of like Sid pulling down people's jersey shorts and stuff. Like everyone's trying to make you laugh while you're at the free throw line. I'm just like, focus.
The goal is really giving Colombia confidence because now
Yeah.
they're doubling down on their possession and their attacking that they started with. So
Okay, back heel pass. Okay, that was not.
yeah, Caicedo with some beautiful flicks.
Now it's time for her to hit that bicycle kick to get goal 1 of 10. Ooh, that was.
So they're showing a stat now. Time to get the ball back. 13 seconds for Colombia, 26 seconds for Korea. So twice as long when South Korea loses the ball for them to get it back. Yeah, you can definitely see how Colombia's kind of grown into this game. The first 5, 10, maybe even like 15 minutes, they were back on their heels, really not doing a whole lot, and they've just kind of grown into it. Like we kind of saw that in the last game. where it was Jamaica that kind of back on their heels at first, and then kind of grew into it against France. So.
As we say, South Korea with a couple good build-ups can't quite get anything going with them.
Yeah.
They're sending that final pass just a little bit too long. It's going out.
They're like kind of hooping and hoping, like whether it's on the ground or in the air.
Ooh. See, she had to roll over through 2 more times. These youngins got to learn. You got to get into the common ways. Dark arts.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who
talent.
else? Hold
on. Germany.
Oh.
And who did they just play? Whoever they just played.
Oh, Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco. Sorry.
Yes,
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what we were talking about earlier, where if Brazil finishes out of their group first, you presume Germany will probably eke out of this group at the top, with Colombia likely second. And so if that's the case, they're looking at playing Brazil in their first knockout round. That almost seems unfair, but also from a fan perspective, that would be an insane match for sure.
From a hype perspective too.
Yeah.
The easiest game you could ever have to hype up.
Oh my! You don't have to hype it up. You're just
exactly.
boom.
You literally just take a picture of the 2 flags next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It is a pretty hit.
Hit in person. That's super.
I know.
Going to one of these games would be so fun.
The away kit is pretty. Did you pack the away kit? Never mind. I was gonna be able to pull out the kit, but it's packed away, so never mind. Speaking of away kits, remember, thank you, Telemundo, for supporting.
Hashtag ad. If
it gets cold, I will whip out the Telemundo robe.
No, we both know it's like 80 degrees out here.
It's 80 degrees out there, but here it is 74. So, if it is cold, then you will see. Also, shout out to the Tigers. Stand up, Tigers fans.
Is that their new away jersey?
I mean, I hope.
That kit looks really gorgeous.
Yes.
Does it make you want to become a Tigers fan?
Not that gorgeous. She's talking.
I'm talking to all y'all.
I'll be honest. Without Mia there, I mean, I like Tigres, but that was kind of the selling point for me to watch a lot of their matches.
You gonna become a Tigres fan?
So I'll probably go back to watching America all the time.
I have free loyalty, so I'm a free agent.
Oh, so it's time. Come join the Tigres fandom.
Yeah, I am willing to hear offers. So.
Okay, it's like 74, but I don't know.
Inside. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, hey, that's it, I'm trying to keep mine at like 65. You feel me?
It's not like I can't so in the newer apartments, we might live in a bougie apartment. It's like colder than what the temperature is.
No, I feel you. 74 feels like 70 types though. You got that nice central AC.
I wouldn't be sitting in those 68 degrees in here. It'd be like freaking 50.
I got mine at 67.
Coming up with the free cake here.
Hello, Philip.
Felipe. Hello.
Linda's setting up at the back post, it looks like, from where this is angled.
Yes, Avale.
Avaye. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely.
Avaye. Did I say it right? Avaye.
La Maja.
Wait, 74 degrees too low?
Your apartment is an icebox, fam.
So 70 degrees really feels like 54 degrees. That's what people are acting like.
I need to live in an icebox. I could live in an igloo.
Go for Colombia.
It is?
Yep.
What else for you?
Guess who? Guess who?
Is it Linda?
You know it.
Let's go, Linda! Wait, hold on. Where is it at?
When you catch up in 2 minutes, you'll see.
Okay, that was both incredible
Woo!
run and awful goalkeeping.
Yay.
Woo! Let's go, Linda! Let's go!
And Colombia dancing as they should.
Oh man.
Linda,
Oh,
listen!
I mean, the touch.
that.
It's the touch. It's the touch. She just
Yeah. She
controlled
did
it
run
with the
through-
right foot. It was just beautiful.
She ran
That
through
first
what,
touch
like
with the right
three
foot, yeah.
people.
Goalkeeper gets
Goalkeeper.
what, 2 hands on it? Still can't do anything with it.
That had to be a banker. It's a bank. Yeah, let's get the hey,
Yep, both hands on it. Slowed it down, but not quite enough.
Hey,
Sometimes great offense just beats good defense.
Hey. Well, I mean, the way she had her hands, that wasn't stopping the ball.
She put a
Put her up
tape
again!
on her gloves.
You can't put stickies on the glove.
I'm not the cops.
You can't put stickums. Stickums wasn't stopping that. Like the stickums wasn't stopping that. It was going too fast. Sometimes
The
life
curl
protects
on
you.
that, the pace on that ball is just too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
The curl, the pace, the strike was just too pure.
That
And
was,
sometimes you got to make business decisions. Sometimes it's not for you to stop.
Yeah, this is starting to look. It was starting to look.
And so in her senior team World Cup debut, the 18-year-old with a goal, amazing,
an unreal talent, man. She
amazing.
is so
Let's
good.
go, Linda.
If you haven't watched her, like if you need any reason to watch women's soccer outside of the NWSL,
That's Real Madrid.
she's the reason.
That's it for you.
Real Madrid. The Real Madrid. Do y'all see the? Hold on. Real Madrid. That's a SkyE name set by Horticulture United. That's not an ad. That's just a.
Wait, is Real Madrid? They have the same name as Real Salt Lake. Which one came first?
Whoa! Boo! See, I got you.
Oh,
Man.
so
You
this-
too can get
this
your
is the-
Linda Cassetto Real Madrid name sets like SkyE. Here we go. You see that?
Oh yeah, what's up, Grego?
Linda Caicedo. Such a talent.
Bye, Abby. Thanks for watching.
Adios.
Bye, Abby.
It's been so much fun this tournament, watching a lot of the young players around the world essentially just ball out in their World Cup debuts. I mean, and it just speaks to the talent around women's soccer, where all these nations are fielding young players, and where these young players are just turning into stars right before our eyes,
I forget
if not
who
having
said
been
it.
stars already.
Oh,
I forget who said it, but this is really kind of, it feels like a transitional World Cup. We know it's a lot of the old guard, their last, and we're seeing a bunch of young kids basically come in and kind of taking their spots. So it feels like this is kind of an out with the old and in with the new kind of feeling. And maybe you get that with every World Cup, and it's just that this one, when you see like Marta and Pino and just some of the greats saying, I'm done after this. And then you see Caicedo come in, Bunny Shaw playing in her first, these sorts of kind of generational players.
Yep.
It's cool. It's really kind of a cool moment to be witness of.
Yep.
from so many different countries too. I feel like everybody has like some kind of young player that's popping up.
Well,
so.
yeah, exactly. I mean, even we saw the performance from Junendo, and she's only 23, I believe.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you know.
Yeah. And well, it's like Sylv said, it's not a talent gap, it's an investment gap. And I think we're starting to see a lot of these federations invest more into their teams. Yeah, there's still a long ways to go, and there's still a lot of dirty stuff happening. But, compared to where they were 12 years ago, a lot of these federations are in a much better place. Still got a long ways to go, but a lot of progress has been made, and that gap is closing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously the American talent pool is massive, but for as little as they've gotten over the last couple of decades, they've also gotten so much more than so many of these other nations. So to see these other nations finally wake up and invest in women's soccer has just been amazing.
Yeah, I think
I mean-
one of the things that's benefiting some of the teams around the world is the American college system. You see a lot of players, especially from CONCACAF nations, but even Colombia. I'm looking; they had 5 players attend college in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really one of the best proving grounds for women's soccer players from the ages of 18 to 24, 25 in the world. So for teams to have players that come here to the U.S. and play in U.S. colleges, and then get jobs playing abroad, that's also helped raise the profile of some federations too. It's cool to see.
I was gonna say, how much stoppage time we gonna get?
I would say 8 minutes.
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I'll go with 5.
I hope not.
I don't know if we're gonna get that much in the first half.
There are
I
a lot
say
of
8.
breaks, so I'm gonna say maybe even 25.
30.
40. Just pull other half. They're gonna tap it.
Tigres does have a few Bruins.
So does America.
Okay,
Sure
all
do.
right.
10 minutes of stoppage. I was way off base. You guys were
Hey,
spot
20
on.
20 ended up.
I didn't think they would go with 10, but that's why I said 8.
did.
But man, they went with 10.
Linda was on the ground.
Well, I know they hardly ever do what they should though.
Ooh.
I think last game we were saying that they should have done about 10 minutes.
Right,
And
and
I
it's
said
5.
5. That's why I went with it again. I felt like it was another one where they probably should go for about 10, but they're most likely going to do 5, and it didn't work out for me this time. Gambled and lost.
Ah.
Sky, one thing I need you to report back on when you
What?
Go to Australia, other than reporting back on Nicole and Yomi, how much beer prices are.
Whoa.
I'm very interested
So
in that.
I am not going because I am still in physical therapy, and I have a job that we can't talk about it, but let's just say due to the nature of my job, I can't go. No, it's not even doing that. Anyway, due to the nature of the job and my position that I'm not even getting paid the amount of money I should be getting paid for. Anyway, I can't go. But Sills is going. So Sills, report back the beer prices.
Please. Yes.
Or Ebony, where's Navidad? Navidad somewhere. Anyway, somebody, one of them, Alex.
What's
I
the
will not
age
confirm or
cutoff for
deny.
Young player?
What is the age cutoff for a young player? Award?
I would say
21?
I think 25
No idea.
for a young player. Oh, you mean the award? I think it's like under 23, right?
If they don't have a Facebook account, that is.
I thought you were just talking like
Wow.
I thought we were talking just opinions. Like in my opinion, I think young player cuts off at like 24, 25.
It's gotta be 20. I thought it's 20.
But for awards, I believe it's like 23. It's even younger. I think it's 22, 23.
Hold on. Is the criteria for being young not having a Facebook account?
Possibly.
I'm not young, so I can't tell you.
If that's
maybe
the
it's just
case,
for
then I'm
having a
young
TikTok.
again, and this is the best day ever.
Right? I think it's more not having a Facebook and also having a TikTok that is active.
That's not.
As we've seen with the USWNT, like
Active is doing a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah.
necessary work in that.
That's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Speaking of which,
Well, I mean-
we have a TikTok.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because anybody,
Thanks for
anyone can make a
rolling.
TikTok.
I do not have a TikTok because apparently I'm old again.
Oh, your season, your antique fossil.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with
Artifact?
being
Do they have it active?
experienced.
Do people still use Snapchat like that?
Wow. Yes, they
No.
do.
Do
They
they?
do.
I know somebody who does.
Wow.
Youngin.
If you had a MySpace, you're old now. Ouch.
TikTok be going up.
And I'm an old.
I'm
'Cause I had a
definitely
I got a
MySpace.
MySpace.
I had a MySpace. I don't have.
I got a
one.
Black Planet page.
the deep cuts.
Y'all got your AOL
If-
messenger?
If you can remember BET Uncut, you're too old.
Oh my
man.
God.
All right, now I'm feeling attacked.
Yeah, MySpace called.
I feel like those were the same two eras, MySpace and BET Uncut, like the two things that kept you up till 3 a.m.
Oh yeah,
Well, that is not a lie though. MySpace, you legitimately were like HTML certified if you
Yeah.
would pop in MySpace page.
Yeah. Trying to get the little Tigger to do the dance.
Yeah, yes.
I was always
Oh
so
my
upset I didn't have a
goodness.
MySpace. Back then they had the age restriction or something, and I was like
Oh man.
under the age.
Oh
They were just like, "Lock your dreams." Like, I was like, "No."
man. No, I was definitely in the right age for that. Yeah, I'm probably an old. It's
What in the
okay.
world?
Moco space.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, no, that is don't do that. That was like MySpace's successor briefly, if I remember the timeline correctly.
Oh, so they got Elon then, basically.
Oh, Elon's not. Twitter is now Kai. X squiggle.
Is it Kai or Zay or how do you
No, it's gonna
pronounce
be
the
like
X?
it's X. He's gonna get X. He's gonna get Scoot, and he's gonna be like it's Kai.
Is it a Z? Is it a Yeet? Is it a
Or Chi, yeah.
The
Z?
Yeets. The Yeets.
The Zeets?
The cheats.
I just
You
wonder.
said
If
that
it's,
cheat?
I just wonder if it's one of those situations like Facebook and Google where they change it to like shield themselves from like corporate proceedings and stuff like that.
He's not doing a good job because he walked right into a Microsoft lawsuit. So.
I didn't say it was a good idea.
Hey, it's not. It's
Possibly the dumbest guy on the planet. I mean,
He really is.
It's gonna be like Ice Ice Baby. It's like dun 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 dun. Not the same.
oh, I saw that. You're referencing that interview he did, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
It's-
God, that was hysterical.
I was like, sir.
South Korea's
totally
trying to get
different because there's that extra at the end. Like, what the fuck? No.
South Korea with one last push for a goal here as halftime winds down. Or as the first half winds down.
Carol, she can't
Incredible
get another
tackle.
Yeah.
yellow.
Holy moly.
Carolina,
You on my
Arias
team.
with a
Let's
yellow.
not get no extra yellows. You on my team. You can't get suspended.
Wow. She really turned that into a throw-in for Colombia. That's crazy.
Yeah, this last 10 minutes, Colombia has just been content with letting South Korea kind of expend energy and not do much with the possession they've been given. So
Mm-hmm.
they look comfortable. Oh no.
Yep,
Ooh. Instant yellow.
that's a yellow.
That's gotta be. As the two teams trade yellows before the half ends.
Ding, 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 ding. Everybody gets the yellow. She gonna start pulling the yellow and like waving it like the I gotta find that meme. Where the dude with the at the church where he was waving the coat and he was causing people to pass out.
That was a great first touch though, from Uzme.
And that's like a flag football tackle.
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay, that was a combo. Okay, that was a combo roll. They're still young. They gotta still practice the rolls. I need better.
Yeah, I know Caicedo gets a lot of the attention, and rightfully so. But Usme's a good player in her own right. She was the one in the last Mexico game that scored the lone goal for Colombia. Yeah, she's dangerous too, as we are absolutely seeing tonight. Definitely somebody you got to take into account, or she's going to make you pay. Looks like there's a decent South Korean contingent there.
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah, don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah, that Brazil Colombia match would be saucy as hell. Just a lot of players on that pitch have excellent touches, excellent dribbling ability, snatch souls and break ankles with ease. It would be so fun. So fun.
I don't remember. Brazil probably had a big contingency too, right?
Oh,
What
South
a
Korea
save.
nearly.
What a
Holy
save.
shit.
Huge
What a save.
save. First half still not over. We've,
They still got a minute to play.
A minute left. A minute
Or
left.
more.
That header was like placed well too.
That was a great ball.
That was going in. I wasn't sure she was going to get to that. That was a fantastic header and an even better
header.
save.
Sheesh.
Korea.
I mean, if they get one back here,
It's
they got
game on.
45
Yeah.
45 minutes to get one goal.
No.
So let me be brave and ask this question: are we sure Germany's going to beat Colombia and make it first in the group?
Hey, I'm here to tell you.
Well, that's why I say
Or
maybe
not even beat Colombia, but are we sure that Germany is going to be the one that takes first in the group?
First, yes. Beat Colombia, still up in the air.
Yeah, that's true. Both can be the same.
Yeah.
But I just think when I look at a team like Germany, even if it is a different iteration of what we've seen before, just teams with experience like that, especially going up against teams who are kind of in their first World Cup or teams that are still new to this, as a lot of nations are, I give the edge to the ones with experience. I feel like you just have to until you're proven otherwise.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
But you asked a fair question. Like, I think you're 100% right. I would not be shocked if Colombia ends up atop this group.
Ew.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean,
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah,
Germany's 6-0 win is huge and flashy, and of course, but I don't know that. I'm watching Colombia now and go, man, I don't know that Germany can beat them, and I think that's what I think that game is really going to determine a lot in the group.
It is.
I think Colombia could pull that out. And if not, they really got to focus on goal differential. Poor Morocco is really going to be in for it when they face off against Colombia, because they're going to want to make up some ground for that 6-0.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Morocco isn't as bad as that scoreline shows, but also you're right. I think having to go up against Colombia is going to be, Colombia's going to use that as an opportunity to try to make up that goal differential if they don't try to do it in the second half here. Oh, you good? Everything good?
Yeah, we're good. Nothing to see here.
But yeah, as halftime, or the first half comes to a close, I should say. So the teams are leaving the pitch, headed to the locker rooms, as we can enter our halftime intermission. Thoughts on the first half from everybody?
It was a banger.
South Korea probably should have. This should be probably 2-2. But you can't use ghost goals in this. They're just, there's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a little too hard for South Korea to come back from.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know. Oh, Germany plays Colombia on July 30th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be watching that. Yes.
I think so. Is that one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
At the crack of 9. We'll be covering that allegedly.
I'll be here.
I don't know. Am I in that?
I will be here too. Sorry.
Is that a 6 o'clock for you, Eugene?
Yes, it is.
So
I will be off work, so we're gonna be live. We're gonna be awake. Oh yes, Shea Butter will be in the streets at the game. So if you were listening and are in the streets over there, well, you'll see them in the streets too. Hopefully. Don't look at me like that. That made no sense, but whatever. We'll be over there.
I think the last half was really good. I think Colombia really kind of showed how good they are. You know, they put aside some nerves, grew into the game, and you know, I think 2-0 is fair. I agree that it could have been 2-1 or maybe 2-2. But yeah, South Korea just hasn't. They looked strong early and then kind of flagged there until right the very end of stoppage. They really need to figure something out at halftime. Yeah, it's just not looking good for them. I think you know, we are fortunate to be watching the kind of debutante ball for Caicedo, which is just so cool. You know, can't say enough about what an exciting player she is. So yeah, I think Colombia just needs to kind of keep doing what they're doing, be mindful of minutes, be mindful of how players are kind of looking, be mindful of yellow cards as well. You know, if Venegas kind of gets into trouble again, you know, maybe pull her off, put somebody else on. You know, South Korea, they need to figure out something that works. They need to look at what worked in the first 10-15 minutes and try to do, I guess, more of that, you know.
It just look, I feel like they look, admittedly, fair, but they looked super scared whenever Colombia had the ball and was on a counter. Like that, oh my goodness, why did that Caicedo goal, like there was 4 of them around and they didn't know, really, it didn't look like they knew how to get in the way of that or like stop that from happening. So, and I just don't think, I get like when you're down 2 goals you have to press the attack a lot more. I don't think they're going to be back in this until they're able to defend a little better either.
Yeah. I think something else that might be hurting them is they've got a fairly old squad. I'm looking at the ages of their outfield players, 33, 32, 34, 31. You know, a lot of players are in that age range, and the longer this goes, especially against a team with a lot of young legs like Colombia, that's going to be tough for them.
I think I saw that all of their top 13 players with the highest cap are all on the team right now, so that is that checks out.
Word. I want the Columbia jersey. Sorry. All
I
right.
would like any of these jerseys right now. Adidas, if you don't make those Women World Cup Germany jerseys available, I will show up to HQ.
Also need the Japan.
My big conundrum is, do I get the women's Marta jersey for accuracy, or do I get the men's Marta jersey so I can wear it?
I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to have Marta sign your
I don't
jersey?
know. No, I would put it behind me on the soccer wall.
Or you get both. Or you get one to wear.
And I got kids. I don't have that kind of money.
Okay, just kidding. So you got to decide. Are you gonna have it on the wall? Or are you trying to wear it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You can wear a shirt, a Marta's shirt. It's not the same. Don't hit the same.
It's definitely not the same. Are you really telling me to get like a Marta jersey? Like,
you gotta do what you gotta do. You ball on the budget. That's what I'm saying. Or you can go to Alex's jersey guy and get the $30 jersey. What was it? The 30?
I'm down with a $30 jersey. I could do that.
Or you got to knock on the door in the random alleyway. And get the jersey. Get the replica.
Man, I'm so glad this halftime's on mute. Holy moly.
Uh-oh. Are you watching the Fox?
Watching, yes. Listening, nerp.
I am watching an infomercial for a hose that expands and shrinks, and I think I made a better choice than
I'm watching
Fox.
I'm watching a gross object talking too. You can guess which one, I guess.
Oh.
I see Lloyd is back to the bodysuits.
Wait. So who do we think is gonna win in the? Okay. What do we? Oh Lord.
Match?
Yes. Who is gonna win? What's happening in the second half? Aside from Linda.
Colombia scores a third at least.
Yeah,
Linda scoring like 5 more goals.
I think it's a repeat.
Yeah, I kind of got to go with that. I was thinking maybe South Korea would just kind of park the bus and hope that they can get results in the other games, but nah, I feel like they probably feel like they've got to go for it, and I think Colombia is just too strong. I feel like they can not only rush them but just counterattack very well, and I think it could be a long night for us or for them, or afternoon for them, or whatever. So it's gonna be a lot of goals. I think you talked me into it.
Yeah, those last 10 minutes for South Korea was really good. So I think they'll come back out, be a little bit stronger. They saw some things that worked.
Yeah, I can see that.
Might be too.
They definitely closed out the second half strong. That's for sure. Or the first half strong, I should say. So I can see them coming out for the second a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more forceful, trying to get that goal. Because I think if they do score by the 60th minute mark ish, it's still anyone's match. So for sure.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Eugene was definitely right, and like they need to look at those first 10 to 15 minutes because they were. It's kind of crazy to look at how that game progressed and how they went from like that first 15 minutes to like how it ended. So. One own goal. That'd be.
Oh, for the second half, that would be. Yeah, that would.
5-2
we almost saw it. We almost saw Colombia concede one in South Korea's first attack of the match.
True.
All right, somebody gonna hit a bicycle. What outrageous thing is gonna happen in the second half? Bicycle kick, backflip to a bicycle kick.
I'll say Caicedo with the scorpion kick goal. She already got the scorpion touch. I say she feels it, and a ball comes in or a deflection hits just right, and she goes for it, hits it, boom.
Channeling her inner Igita, I love it.
I want to see it. I want to see it happen.
What about I'm trying to think. What is the obvious of what will happen in the second half? Somebody's gonna win. But let's see.
Red card.
Wow. Red card's been anti-black, so I don't like that. I don't want to say yes to that.
I think we get another penalty.
I was just about to say that, Jake. I think we get another penalty.
And will the person score the penalty or not?
Yeah, I think it'll be South Korea and they'll score.
What?
I'm just giving you all the predictions. I'm just going for it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, what is this duck commercial? But yeah. Word. Has the game started? No.
Not yet, no.
No, they're
again, forgive my ignorance because Korea Republic is a team that I haven't followed much of leading up to this. But it feels like they're also one of the few, if not the only team coming into this without like a bona fide name to watch, so to speak, someone that we haven't necessarily heard of. Again, if anyone in chat has a name, I would love to hear it because Korea is definitely a team I haven't watched too much of. But does anybody know?
They had someone who played for Chelsea.
Yeah, G.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Are you saying does Korea have a name?
Like a big name, a super, like, the way Colombia has like Linda Salcedo, the way the U.S. has a million names. For Brazil, we have, Marta and things like that.
I guess G.
Yeah. Or for Jamaica, how we have Bunny Shaw. So
I think for them it would be G, but I don't want to be ignorant, but I don't think they don't have anyone on like that level of
kind of like the household name level. Yeah, that's kind
of
what I thought. Which isn't necessarily bad. I was just curious because, like I said, I haven't heard much of them. Fair. That's a good shout from Sills.
And again.
But I'm excited. This should be a fun second half.
Oh, yeah. So, Danny, I don't know. Ask a question, Trevor. How did you get into soccer?
How did I do this? Oh, wow. I started watching soccer when I was in college. I think it was about 2013, 2014. Literally, I was kind of down that day. It was like this mood was just really low, and I was flicking through the channels, trying to figure out just what I wanted to watch that day. And the U.S. women's national team was playing.
Oh, okay.
And I just turned on the game. I did not grow up with soccer. I didn't play the sport. I don't really know too many people that actually like play soccer. Like it was not something that was like in my life.
So it's super organic start. I like that.
And so when I watched the game, like it was amazing to me. Like I didn't know who Tobin Heath was at the time, but I didn't understand like what she was doing. But I was like, oh man, like, she seems like she's breaking ankles out there. Like I was just translating the game the way I see basketball, and to me, it was just a great game. And that's how I got into it. And like I think a few years later, I discovered like Ashlyn Harris in the NWSL, and I found out we got like I'm from Florida, so I found out we got like an Orlando Prize like right here, and I'm like, okay, we got a soccer team here, and I just kept growing more into the game.
Okay.
And now like I found like Shea Butter FC, and that was so cool because when I started listening to y'all's podcast, I loved it. Like broke the game down. You guys had those minutes towards the beginning where y'all would explain something about the game, and I loved that because I was like, I don't know much. I'm like, all I can do is like translate from how my sport is, and I don't think that quite matches. But I love that when y'all would break stuff down and just hearing it from a perspective from people who look like me. So it was really cool.
Perfect.
That's what's up.
So safe to say you're an Orlando Pride fan?
I was when they had Sydney through.
Okay.
Around. And so now that she's with ADFC, I'm like, okay, I'm with Angel City, and then like my second team is Portland Thorns.
Oh well, okay.
I was waiting for her to tell y'all that. I was waiting. I knew this, but I was waiting for her to say
more.
Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. No, I respect. Yeah, they are definitely budding rivals. So LA, Portland in soccer, it's kind of like a natural rivalry type of thing where there's definite vibes when those two teams play. And again, as we mentioned earlier, they'll be playing this weekend on the 29th in Challenge Cup action. So it'll be a great match to see.
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's what I'm saying. Beaches.
So if
I
you
need to
don't
get
mind me
like
asking,
posters. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Danny, if you don't mind me asking, Portland and Angel City are playing. Which one are you rooting for? Or are you just kind of there for the ride?
Well, I'm always there for the ride whenever they're playing.
Hey.
That's a good answer.
Why you gotta do that? You know it's gonna be vibey as hell on Saturday.
Because they have like so many of my faves, and now like especially with this game coming up, like none of them will be playing. Like City out, so I had some hope with that one, but I was just like, okay, we'll just see what happens. Don't get too upset.
It's a lot of people trying to like recruit you in the comments. Look,
Yeah,
don't look.
You don't have to worry about me.
As the second half starts,
I am not
here.
entering the negotiation table.
What are time checks for people? Because I'm at 45:20.
What? It ain't even started. Okay, switch the
I'm
channel.
at
it started.
17.
It ain't even started yet. Damn.
But yeah, I think for that Portland Los Angeles match, just to close it up, I think we'll see a lot of Scarlett Camberos for that one.
Love it.
Especially
she
in the
is
attack.
such a good player.
Yeah.
She was cooking up when she was at America, and it's just such a shame that she had to leave like in the manner that she did. But before she did, she was just really something else there.
And she's starting to find her rhythm with Angel City lately. Well, it's
Good.
Especially since the coaching change, I will say. But
Hallelujah!
I
Sorry.
think that's fair of a few players. But Scarlett is definitely one that's benefited from the change and has been given the opportunity to show her talent. So she's going to be fun to watch in these next few matches.
What is the latest on the coaching situation there? I've got to plead ignorance. I know that they got rid of Coombe and they still have an interim, or
well, interim is Becky Tweed, their assistant, the assistant from Gotham last season, who joined the team earlier this season. But as far as their coaching situation, I can't say. Obviously, as someone who covers the team, I can't really officially say too much, other than the team is definitely acquiring some targets and some names have been talked about. So, but for right now, the team is very happy with what Tweed is doing.
Okay.
And if, in my opinion, nothing official, just my opinion, I think, especially how well the team has played lately, we see Tweed given at least until the team is officially out of the playoff hunt before we start talking about replacements to be announced, if announced at all. Again, because Becky Tweed has done phenomenal. So.
Gotcha.
That's she be coaching.
Yeah, there's been a definite change in how the team is played, for sure. So it's exciting. The NWSL is cooking up some chaos for the last 8 matches we have left? 8 matches.
Yeah,
that's all that's left in the season. Jeez, that flew by.
Yeah, but there's still. I mean, Angel City's I think 12, 13 points off the top, so it's a very tight standings.
Mm-hmm.
With 20 something points up for grabs.
Oh, I was gonna say something. That means probably goal differential and stuff will matter.
Yeah.
Y'all better hold your cheeks upper and lower.
Well,
what?
Los Angeles ain't winning goal differentials.
Okay, why you gotta do all that? We focus on focus.
They have to score a lot. It's possible, but they have to score a lot with a lot of their scorers at the World Cup.
No, Tweed hasn't lost yet. No.
Nope. Unbeaten.
Hopefully it remains that way Saturday.
I was going to ask, as we come out of halftime, as a professional athlete, at that level, what are the kind of things you've seen need to be changed, or what kind of happens at halftime at your level, and what do you think might have happened at this kind of halftime?
At professional level, we're going to be looking at, exactly what's going wrong, where are the holes in our game plan? Because every time a team comes into play, you have your game plan of the keys to win, and if you're 2-0, you're down. I'm definitely trying to figure out what those holes are and how can we fix them immediately, so that we come out and win this game. So you're looking at boost morale, motivate each other. But at the same time, we need to figure out what's going on or that we can change for that next half.
Dang. All that in 15 minutes too? That doesn't sound fun.
Wait, so then are they planning before, I guess, the end of the half to be able to communicate all that really quickly?
I feel like they are. I mean, depending on who you got on your team, your coaches and you got your player coaches type people. I feel like you can. In soccer, to me, it seems a bit different. I've learned about the different lines and the different players that have to communicate. So I feel like you can be a bit more concise. You talk to those people on your line. How can we fix those holes?
That was kind of a roll. My bad. That was kind of a flop a little bit. I was proud. Yeah, that was good. That was classic. She learning. She did it too. She getting there. Okay. So what's your?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite type of position? Are you liking the defense more or attacking?
In soccer overall, or just with these?
Soccer.
Soccer. It's a little bit of both, because me personally as a player, I love defense. Because to me, the game of basketball is get more baskets into the net than the other team, but to do that, you got to stop the other team from getting more baskets at the same time. So I love the defense and seeing who's stopping, seeing those cutoffs, like when they're hitting the sidelines and everything, stop those crosses. But at the same time, I feel like the forwards are the exciting part of the game. The strikers, getting those goals, who has great dribbling skills. That's why players like Sophia Smith, they excite me. Linda, seeing her play, that's just amazing. But at the same time, I like seeing the other side. Linda's 18 years old. What are these defenders thinking when she's coming at them? Are you for me, if I'm playing against an 18-year-old or something, I'm thinking that's blood in the water. This girl is gonna stop me. Forget that, But what if she does? She's that good.
I think we see it again. I'm not obviously a professional athlete, but I think in the women's side we see a lot of what the young players, especially attackers, their kind of solution to that is just get physical as a defender. I think we see it when Sophia Smith plays. We've seen it so far tonight with Linda. They try to out physical you and get you out of that mental headspace. I'd imagine just try to take advantage. Like you said, when you see the young players, you think blood in the water, and I'm sure for them it's not so much the same, but it's very much let me try to do what I can to get this player off of their game as much as I can, which for players like Linda and Sophia is damn near impossible some nights.
Yes.
But
okay, defensive specialist.
the defense is so good though. The defense is the best. I love the defense. I feel like, especially in soccer, defenders don't get the love.
Yeah, they don't.
I feel like they deserve,
They don't get the love.
Or I feel like for them to get that love, they have to be literally unstoppable.
10 times better than every other defender,
Yeah.
Or they have to they have to completely shut you down.
Shout out Sarah Gordon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Shout out Wendy Renard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even Naomi Garma is so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 18-year-old.
That's the level
or another young star. Yeah.
Defenders don't get love. Okay, so you want all defensive. You want to have always be defensive. Always stack the bricks. FC. You don't want always shoot FC.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. For me, I like defensive stats, but I also love a defender that can get in on attack. I think that's why I like Naomi Gurma so much, because they do service her the ball on corners and set pieces, and she goes up and climbs the ladder and gets there. It's a big reason why I like Vanessa Giles and how she plays. Just anytime you can get a central defender climbing the ladder and scoring headers consistently, I love it. I love it because it provides a defender something that they don't typically get, which is being an offensive threat, and it kind of, I feel like it can help the midfielders and forwards who have to service corners in when they know that they have a big target in the middle.
I like center backs, kind of like Rebecca Bernal for Monterrey, who is the free kick taker and is really good at it.
Yeah,
that's always fun to watch.
I like that too. Yeah.
I'm just a sucker for good free kicks, so that's.
Yeah.
I do love being a good free kick, I must admit.
I do want Garment and Gordon as a center back pair too. I would love to see it, even at Angel City.
Good luck with that.
Y'all thought I wasn't gonna let that slide in, but I was gonna do it.
There's one player that's not leaving their team. I feel like in the NWSL, it's Gurma and San Diego. The only team I see Gurma leaving for, quiet as is kept, is the Bay Area team, and that's only to play at home. But even then, it's going to take a hell of a lot to pull her away from San Diego.
Europe.
Well, you went to Stanford,
that's
right?
fair. Yeah, she did.
Shout out Palo Alto.
But she's from San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Bay is actually playing.
I was about to say they're playing in San Jose too at the PayPal.
San Jose is not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it is not San Francisco. If you didn't know. Oh, that didn't go in. All right. So if you could be a player on the field, if one of the positions, what would you be? That's for everybody. I'm asking this question. What position would you want to play? What would your style be too?
I would want to be a bench player that doesn't get in the game. Because,
what?
this looks exhausting, and I still want to get paid, but I don't want to get fucked up and end up on a highlight reel.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's act like running don't matter. God
Okay.
knows I hate running.
Act like you're actually athletic enough to do it.
I got it. Yes. Okay.
Let's act like the running don't matter because God knows it sucks running for soccer. If you ain't never played, you run.
Oh my God,
like,
it sucks. Yeah.
it's forever. Or I mean, because even with basketball, like it wasn't like that. It's not like soccer running because you're running the whole length of the football field. People don't be understand that. Anyway, but let's act like that don't matter. What
Okay.
position? And then what are you doing? I gotta go first.
Who's starting? Yeah, you start. You
I was gonna
start.
say
Yeah,
who's
you
starting.
start. Start us off.
Okay, so yeah, I would be an outside back who could, in theory, also play center back, but then I'd also be able to attack and score goals. So if it's tied up or we losing, I'm coming through to cook them up. But yeah, I played back in the day, yesteryear. I was I guess I was a combo guard, but I was short at the beginning. I am not 5'2", so don't be cracking those jokes. But it was always like, you got to master the floor. So I used to watch a lot of New York Liberty. And so Teresa Weatherspoon and eventually also Becky Hammond were my favorite players. And so like I was so adamant about defense on top of, I could shoot from anywhere and score from anywhere. And I could cook you up, had amazing handle. But defense was super important to me. And even when I played soccer, like I became a goalkeeper because everybody was scared to dive. And the way to get me to do something that people are scared to do is say, you can't do it. And I could dive, but I also played center back and outside back. But I would, if I had actually played, I would want to be like outside back who could actually attack and actually really good at scoring. But yeah, it was so fun. I would use basketball elements to defend. So I was shorter. I think in high school I was like 5'3", 5'4". Woo! And so I would like cut people's angles off defensively like it was basketball. But I would have loved, given particularly how well like these different forwards are, and some of my favorite forwards, how they play, I would make it I'm kind of psychotic on this kind of thing, where I would have made it my journey to figure out how to cut off all the angles. Like Chrissy Press would be cutting me off because she wouldn't be using me to screen me to like block a shot. I wouldn't be getting got like Emily Sonic. Like I would purposely be trying to out scheme a forward and knock them out of position and then go and attack if necessary. That's me. But yeah.
Nice.
Now that I rambled, who's next?
I guess I'll make up for my previous error. When I played soccer, I played attacking midfield, so I'd probably do it again. Just because I would never get like shooting the ball, but I was really good.
That's
at
why you
passing.
hated running.
Yeah, exactly.
You was in the midfield. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, for someone who hates running, I played like the one that you run the most. But I was like, I really liked passing the ball instead of shooting, so I didn't want to be a striker. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing attacking midfield.
When I played, I was defensive mid, so I feel you on the midfield. I think I would still play the same. Probably lean more towards attacking mid, but for style, it was definitely I modeled myself after Cuauhtémoc Blanco for Mexico. Like that was my guy growing up in terms of stylistically in the play, just being a pudgy kid and seeing a pudgy dude be able to run the length of a football pitch and still be effective. Like, yeah, Blanco's my man. So that's who I would be. I would be the next iteration of him if I was talented enough, for sure.
I don't have my shoes with me. I do the eagle with the shoes celebration. He always did. I always played center back when I was playing soccer, and just because I didn't really want to run that much. And then when I started playing like rec league soccer, I started playing forward, and I enjoy it so much. I just enjoy running over people and shooting and being kind of that dude out there, being kind of arrogant and talking trash, and
nice.
You know, that's just who I am. Sorry. So yeah, so that, or like center forward, or even like playing out on the left wing. I'm right-footed, so I like to kind of cut back in and shoot from that angle. Yeah, John, I don't know. I just like going out there and shooting and trying to make people look bad. Sorry.
I feel like you have like a superhero persona. I can't imagine you like talking a bunch of shit. Like, I would love it. You're so like nice and everything. I can't imagine.
Oh no, you gotta watch the game. No. You gotta watch it. Eugene.
It's not so much even just like talking trash. It's just like some of the stuff that I do. Like, so we were like playing a scrimmage one time, like indoors, and was making a run, and the goalkeeper like went down, and I like chipped it over top of him, and he went down like this to try and stop it. And as I went by, I like high-fived him, which I cannot believe I didn't get my ass beat for doing that. But just doing that sort of stuff, and yeah. Sorry to that guy.
All right, Danny.
Yeah, profession change. What would you be?
I think I'd be like a left back, like a right back, not center. Definitely for a defender, but I wouldn't mind scoring like some goals, like that one Alana Cook goal. Like I hit a banger from like back there, but just to be able to see the whole field.
Okay.
Look, I be trying to kick balls from like half field.
You be getting too vibey with it, yeah.
Be like, you
with the XG of 0.003.
I know, I would practice that shit.
It would still be like a 0.00 something.
Crazy. Nah, we be practicing it. Line the balls up. We practicing popping off shots from half field.
So just quickly getting back to this match, just over 15 minutes into the second half. It's been all Colombia, not North Korea, Jesus.
Wow.
Korea Republic has gotten a couple chances, but it's been all Colombia right now. They are looking for that third goal.
Yeah, I don't think they've made any subs as of yet. We'll see.
No substitutions for either side.
Man, I was gonna say we'll see if Korea does something to try and put some life into their attack, but they're really not doing a whole lot. They're not really getting up the field that far, and yeah, Colombia's just really had their number.
Yeah, the more I watch Colombia, the more I lean towards what Eugene was saying in the first half, where are we sure Germany beats this team? You know,
because Germany beat the brakes off of.
I can see Colombia going a perfect 3-0. To be honest, like the way they're playing tonight, for sure, I can see it happening. Because I feel like we all feel like they could beat Morocco, despite Morocco being better than the scoreline that they had in the opener. But I can also see them beating Germany to take the top spot.
Yeah, I guess my question would be: is Germany prepared to deal with Linda and whoever else? Jake, are they prepared?
I think you're muted.
I am muted. LOL. I was having a whole monologue and everything. So, in the same way that Colombia hasn't played a defense like Germany, Germany hasn't played an attack like Colombia. So I think it's gonna be. I just am biased, and I'm gonna say Germany's gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout whatsoever. I think it's gonna be very, very close.
I can see that.
True.
You playing outside back at some.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of us may have expected at the start of the tournament. Certainly after Germany's win, I think South Korea is really good, and Colombia has just really made them just pedestrian. They don't seem. I've never really felt, other than maybe one time where I was like, Colombia look like they're in trouble. They look in control. South Korea just doesn't look like they can get anything going. and I think Germany's going to have a much harder time against Colombia than they may have bargained for. I get a lot of England versus Haiti vibes, where England was like, yeah, we shouldn't have much trouble with Haiti, and almost didn't win. So I'm getting those same kind of vibes with Germany and Colombia.
I will say the one thing with that example, I think with Germany kind of just like base planning into the tournament, I think they aren't going to underestimate them, which is the main thing that needs to happen on their end, which gives me hope. But like I said, like we all said, I think it should be super close.
Yeah, Colombia's just settling in now, starting to show off the flair, starting to do the solo sauce, and they're just breaking down the Korea defense slowly but surely. I still, even with this match, I still feel like Brazil's the best team in the tournament, but Colombia is definitely up there in terms of teams to watch out for.
Oh, y'all want to be sixes.
Defensive mid is a fun position.
I mean, it is fun. I ain't gonna lie.
You get to, I mean, there's a lot of running, but you get to defend the attack, and you also get to provide the gateway between mid and your attack more times than not.
I will say, if you would have high five,
depending on the system too. I think the system in soccer matters when we talk about what position we'd like to play too, right?
Yeah.
Because not every system and coach believes the same in an attacking mid.
True.
And the same with defensive mids especially. You can be switched to an outside back real quick in a lot of leagues.
I did want to circle back to this. If you did this to me as a keeper,
High five.
I would have got a ring. No, I would have got you later. So there was an oh, go ahead.
Okay. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say there was an incident one time that I might have got a little cooked up, and so then, like, wait, did they score? No, I don't think they scored. I think I saved it. Then they was talking shit, and so then old girl was trying to come back in the box, and I like right before I got to the ball before she did, and I smirked at her, and then I fell out on the ground, and so then she got like a whole yellow. Yeah, she literally like the ref wasn't close enough to see what I was about to do, but I basically like smirked at her and I just fell out. And then it was like, that's bullshit. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I would have got you back like that.
That's fine.
Or we would have been brawling. Or I was getting the red today. It was gonna be on CNN. But
70 minutes into the match, still no substitutions.
So, U.S. women's national team's not on there?
Where?
For
she had a ranking as Brazil, Japan, Germany, Spain, Colombia.
Yeah, that's surprising. You have Germany and Spain over the U.S. women's national team? That's interesting.
U.S. and Colombia tied. Yeah, I think that was...
Yeah, I mean, more so, my thing with the U.S. is like they look super disjointed. Like they got away with it against Vietnam, but there's stuff that if they played a really organized team, it could get real scary hours real quick. And then you hoping that Sophia Smith is like can stand on her head, and then everybody's just playing backyard soccer, just trying to overcome. But that's just me. But go ahead.
I feel like that's been the story for the U.S. women's national team the last couple cycles, where a lot of the fan base especially has looked at the roster and the squad and the way that Vlatko plays and has felt like there's holes to be exposed. But it's kind of like we talked about in the lead up to the World Cup in this match as well. It's the other teams, their opposition essentially being able to play against the U.S. without having that fear, without beating themselves a lot of times. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times they get on that pitch and they say, oh man, it's the U.S. They have this star, that star. But if a team like Colombia plays them and focuses, or a team like Brazil especially gets up against them and plays their game, it'll be interesting to see. I don't want to say U.S. gets steamrolled because they're still an incredibly talented squad, but it would be interesting to see those holes get exposed. For sure.
Yeah, I thought that game was weak, but I don't know if it was weak enough where they wouldn't be in my top. Which
Right, yeah.
Still changed it, but yeah, I don't think there would be out of my top 5. Also, Grego, shout out Jermaine Jones, one of my favorite players.
Yeah, Korea's getting a little bit more desperate in defense, starting to throw 2-3 players on the ball now.
I want to point out they did make substitutions.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
68th minute. Looks like Hwa Yan-son and So-hyun Cho came off for Chae-rin Kang and Yoon-sun Park.
Thank you for that.
So, thank FUTMOP for that. I was like, I thought I saw somebody go off and had to check it real quick.
I was probably too busy talking about being Blanco. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the energy that they kind of gave Korea when they came on. Korea's now kind of down in the Colombia end, not doing a whole lot, but they were kind of back on their heels there for a bit, and even just kind of getting down this far seems like a bit of a moral victory for them at this point.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was on mute. I wasn't talking to myself yet, but I was talking in my head. But I was gonna say, I think in the past cycles though with the US, like teams weren't as organized, or they were scared.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when we talk about like Brazil should have freaking won the Sippy Cup. The She Believes, the Sippy Cup of whatever life. They should have won the damn cup, but I don't know what the hell. From a coaching standpoint, I don't know what the hell was fielded on the field. So they didn't win. But yeah, that Brazil team, if they're focused for Marta, they could cook up US something awful because I mean they're not scared. I think the biggest thing is people aren't scared. Like Haiti wasn't scared of England. So Haiti was cooking sauteing England. Like until it rained, South Africa was cooking Sweden. So I think whoever the heck could run into the US in the knockout rounds, right day.
Oh man, Colombia with the passing right now is just
they're tying them up in knots.
Yeah, they are just snatching souls.
Over. They're doing stuff like this in the midfield. Yeah,
this is
done.
The classic olaying,
Yeah.
Oh no! Ooh.
Doing some keep away for the next 15 minutes or so.
Yes.
Plus the extra 15 minutes of stoppage.
It should be 15 minutes this time.
For the second part? For the first, I can understand, but I don't.
No, there hasn't been that much stoppage of play.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Not eight.
I think we're still looking at like a 3-minute stoppage time.
All right, Linda, let's go get another goal. But yeah. That's why I think for a lot, not even just the United. Oh crap! Not even just for the United States. I think it's gonna be like kind of a awakening for a lot of, not an awakening, a realization of oh shit, these teams are like for real good for not just the U.S. but for other nations. That like oh yeah, it's not that you were super better. It's an investment issue.
Yeah.
And like the talent
Always
there,
has been.
And they can cook you up.
And that is the one good thing of why Germany falling into the World Cup. I think they learned that ahead of time. That's the one thing I will give them.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the investment. I mean, one of the teams that didn't make the tournament because they had such a terrible qualifying Mexico. I mean, this was a team that the talent was always there. And in 2017, they started really investing with Liga MX Femenil and investing in the national team, and we've seen just in 6 years, that's now a team that is primed and ready for a World Cup stage. Again, they completely laid an egg in their qualifiers for this World Cup, but that's still an incredibly young team with a lot of talent. And now that they have the proper resources and investment in it, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mexico start rising quickly.
I
Yeah,
hope
not
so.
to like look
Just in
too
time
far
for
down.
2027, hopefully here in America. That'd be incredible.
I was gonna
That'd be
say,
fun.
I think like this is kind of like a prologue to the next Women's World Cup. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't over yet, but
Yeah, I know what
think
you mean.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
because then you're gonna have players like Linda, kind of 4 years older, more experienced. A lot of these fresh faces are gonna be a little bit more on the veteran side, and it'll be fun to watch.
I mean, I think a good example is this is if you look at like Haiti. Haiti is light years from what they were. Y'all, I'm not paying $11 in tips. Sorry. Haiti is light years of what they were last time we had seen them, and like that's been less than a year. And I'm literally was thinking during that game, man, the next World Cup, they smoking some of these superpowers. If you look at like South Africa, like yeah, you give it a 4 years, it's gonna be off the chain. And yeah, if you have Mexico, I mean Mexico, I think it's more of a mental block than anything.
They're still young, yeah.
Yeah, they're still young. Like once they're ready, I mean they're gonna be putting people through the turnstile.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have Lucy Bronze praying, ready to tap out. I mean, hey, there were a couple times she was like, "Yo, bruh." But anyway.
And kind of talk about what Soza's saying right there, where people still aren't worried about Japan enough. I agree. They definitely had one of the better performances, most complete performances. But I think the reason people aren't taking them, I don't want to say not taking them seriously, but aren't as scared is because of their opponent, I would say. For as exciting as Zambia is, I think that's a big reason why people are just kind of scoffing at that 5-0 win. But yeah, I would agree. They're definitely a team that shouldn't be taken lightly.
But I think, I think Zambia is still good. They've lost.
No, they are. Yeah.
Well, they lost Shonda, who was an important scorer, and then they were running. They had Banda up top. Like there was stuff that was annoying, but then I mean, Japan is really good. Like there are a couple times I was like, why are we popping off shots at the top of the 18? And then they went in the as the game went on. So I mean, Japan easily could have won the sippy cup of life. But the shots weren't going in the net. And then we playing Indo as a 10 as Angel City should play Indo as a 10. You saw, they was up there cooking and doing the thing. So, I mean, I get it. But I mean, we'll see. Who's their next game? Japan plays. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think for me, part of the reason you're not hearing as much about Japan's win is just because it's Japan and that's kind of what you expect them to do. Japan has been good historically. I think it's one of the reasons I don't think Germany is getting. I mean, yes, people are talking about the kind of garish scoreline, but I don't think I kind of put those two in the same boat. Like you just kind of that they're good. You know that they're that good. You expect them to do that, and okay, Brazil, on the other hand, I think we're talking more about that because we know how good Panama is, and maybe that's our perspective being, in a CONCACAF nation where we get to watch Panama more often than somebody in, say, Europe or something. But we know how good Panama is, and for them to go out there and get thrashed 4-0 was really kind of a sit up and take notice moment. So I don't think it's necessarily disrespectful to Japan to not be talking about them at this point and what they did, just because it's like, okay, well, that's kind of what we expected from you. I think Japan is the one team Brazil is a little worried about. Oh, I absolutely would be worried about them if I was Brazil. Japan, Japan, Brazil, the U.S. I would be worried about all of them at this point. No matter who you are.
Woo!
Oh, whoa!
Hitting the 80th minute mark, Colombia, another chance, nearly making it 3. Yeah, so far in the second half nearly coming to a close, but it's been all Colombia. They've taken full control of this match. They are having their way with Korea at the moment. We'll likely safely see the 3 points and
Linda
close out the opening games in style.
Yeah, Korea's hanging on for dear life to not concede a third.
I don't know if they can hold on. I think we get a third.
She believes rematch is the World Cup final.
What was that? That was what, Japan, Brazil, or no?
Yeah, who is this? Sills, who are you talking about? Which team?
No, I'm saying who was in the She Believes final.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Brazil,
would be the repeat, right?
Oh. Brazil, US. Ooh.
Yeah, Brazil, US. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be ready for. I will fade to Brazil. Vamos. Let's go. Ooh.
My final was Germany and Japan.
Ooh.
Oh, that was your.
Yeah, that's my final two. My final four is Brazil, Germany, Spain, Japan.
I can see that.
Oh, how's that not a penalty?
Yeah, that was rough. Unless you're saying she just didn't have possession of the ball.
How could she? She got ran over.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why it wouldn't be called.
No, I'm a big advocate for not calling a shoulder challenge every time, but that was a little excessive.
Straight from the back.
What in the NFL? That's NFL.
That was that shoulder check.
What in the NFL?
They're not looking at it on VAR, so I guess they're comfortable with it.
Well, I don't know, man.
Maybe it's because she got balls.
There's some kids in soccer where I just don't understand how fights don't break out more often.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. I mean, yeah.
Because like that, I would have immediately, like, my instinct would have been to, like, turn around. Like, I'd have to clock somebody. Like, what?
Yeah. Because even when I was in high school playing, there were several times I had to check my defenders and be like, hey, y'all can't be brawling because then I got to deal with penalty kicks. Like, y'all got to chill. But yeah, I don't understand how it doesn't. Particularly if you go to you need to go to games in person because all kind of crazy stuff happens that you don't see on TV.
Yeah,
that happens where people are literally body checking people outside of the way of the ref. Yeah.
If you are in the LA area, you definitely need to get to an Angel City.
Yeah, go to an Angel City game and
100%.
And go sit and like see some of the crap that happens. Yeah.
I feel like there'd be more fights if you didn't lose a position getting a red card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you could like instantly, if you didn't go down to 10 or like instead it was like 11, but you just got subbed out, I feel like there'd be way more.
Yeah. The penalty is incredibly harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because any fighting would definitely result in a straight red.
Right.
So.
And
you're right. And then the suspension after that. Yeah. And if you're fighting, that's usually what? That's not the 1 game suspension. That's usually the 2 to 3 games.
That's multiple games. Yeah.
That's why if you gotta go out like that, you gotta go out. You gotta be on.
Well, it's gotta be
ESPN Brawl of the Century. It's gotta be legendary. You gotta write. You gotta be a chapter in the book.
Getting a little too cute from Colombia there.
Yeah, y'all need to put and this is the youth. You need to put the ball in the back of the net.
This is part of the reason that I say you always got to give that veteran experience from teams the benefit of the doubt, because you see Colombia is up 2-0 and they're going to comfortably win this match, but going up against a team like the US, a team like Brazil, a team like Germany, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes left in the match and you're trying to be this cute, you're going to hurt. They're going to make you pay for it. And all teams like that need is just 1 goal, cut that deficit in half, and they have a second win for the next 5 minutes plus, and you're really in trouble. So they'll get away with it tonight, but this is the thing you're talking about with young teams where it's like you have to put your foot on their necks. You have to let them know you're winning this match, period, end of story.
I mean, a good example would be Haiti. They were cooking up England all over the place, but they were doing a lot of cooking and not putting balls in the net. And they were getting too cute. And that's where veteran, you know, even looking at the U.S. women's national team when they played Czech Republic, they was doing all this cute shit. And it was like, put the ball in the net. Like, what you doing?
Well, at least make attempts, right? Like on that last play, Colombia had the ball outside of the box, and they didn't have the advantage on the break, but there was enough there to make a pass, to at least make an attempt,
right?
To do something to cause the keeper to the ball deflects out, bounces around, but something other than standing there waiting for Korea's defense to track back,
right.
Or
even you can cook somebody. Don't get all caught up cooking, because again, you cooking is not putting balls in nets. Like, the ball don't go in the net, you're not winning.
Listen, you can be the best chef in the world and still overcook something. So
okay, let's go.
You gotta just know. You gotta just know.
That was in the 2 hour and 10 mark.
That's how the Bear season 3 is starting out.
Is this a new veteran?
A new veteran.
She looks seasoned.
The fresh veteran.
Yeah, to be like, put the ball in the net, kick the ball into the freaking net.
Some more substitutions being made late for both sides.
Yeah. Because even think about like the Sweden versus South Africa game. It really got to a point that as the game slowed down, then Sweden eventually just got the ball in the net.
Well, yeah, they got that last minute set.
But like, understanding the object of the game is to try to win, and then worst case get a tie. Unless you have to go to penalties. But don't get baited into some tactics of teams. Like, if a team is literally like gonna go, okay, we don't have the attacking pieces, we missing people, somebody got leg messed up. If they're all in, we don't got the subs yet. We need to get to not overtime. We need to get to extra time, or we need to get the penalties to beat you. Don't fall into the trap where they let you tap dance. Now we're gonna have 20 minutes extra time. Stoppage time. They'll let you tap dance and do whatever, but not score. Like, don't get played into that. But I mean, you learned that with experience and in time.
Well, we saw that the other night with France and Jamaica, where Jamaica was putting it to France in the first 15 minutes and realized relatively quickly that they didn't really have the capacity to keep that going, and immediately started to sit back and let France do exactly what you said, just keep all of the possession, tap dance around, do a lot of fancy stuff, but not do anything with any of the opportunities. Yep. And they fought for that point and got it, you know? So.
I mean, and that's where you miss like Henri, because she would have let off a screamer. That would have ended that shit.
Well, I said that during that match where you felt like that was the piece that was missing. You just felt like, especially from Wendy Renard, like there were just times where she was getting the ball in defense and didn't really know where to go with it. Right. And I think, had Amadine been there, that decision would have been a lot easier to make in those situations. So.
Oh no, you can't be hurt. We also got on the bench. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was done. You're right. No, you're good.
It was Arias that came off for Colombia. It looked like it was Fair that was involved in that one, and she's been involved in a few of these real kind of hard tackles.
That's that jersey.
It is the jersey, and it'll be interesting to see if the referee kind of lets her go. Looks like we're gonna have 5 minutes of stoppage. Mm-hmm. Lets her go, or tells her to knock it off.
Well, I think that speaks to like what you're saying earlier about like how do you defend that. I think she's like, I don't know how to defend that. I'm gonna just have to make them wish they didn't try going past me.
True. Like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Sometimes you have to have a,
And we mentioned it. This is the first match of the night. So for those where it's not too late on the East Coast, the next match is going to be New Zealand and Philippines, I believe.
Ooh.
It's late on the East. It's midnight.
That's what I said. For those where it's not too late, like on the East Coast, like on the West Coast, it's 9:00 right now.
I thought you
said
I would have not too late on the East Coast. I'm like, East Coast of where?
I said where it's not too late, like it is on the East Coast.
See, it's late. I'm having trouble keeping up. Man.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
cooked. It's over.
I'm cooked.
But yeah, I believe the next match tonight is going to be New Zealand and Philippines, which should be a really fun
That
match.
should be fun. Oh,
Angel City fans can see Captain Ali Riley.
Yeah, we should have went to a watch party for that. That's gonna be fire. Bye.
See if New Zealand can pull off a second win. That would be huge.
Norway and Switzerland. Yeah, Norway. I don't know, man. I think their goose is already cooked.
The Central New Jersey exists allegedly, supposedly.
From our guest last time, Central Jersey very much does exist.
Look,
And
Norway is not the coach for Norway is not serious. She's about to literally put Brand Hansen and Ingen on the bench. What are you doing? For why? Because they called you out for bad coaching? Is she listening? If you're listening, you need to start them and try to win. Don't have Ada out there as a midfielder or defender. Seeing her clear balls as a defender? What? You got too much talent to be looking this crazy.
Look, New Zealand won to clinch a knockout round after they had never won a game.
It would be huge.
That's
and they have
be hype.
I mean, I love the story of the Philippines, and I think that they're a talented group, but this would be a huge chance for New Zealand to do just that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Especially after winning that opening match. Like now this is opportunity knocking.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because they're in a group with Norway and Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they win, they going.
They're clinching, right? Yeah, a win clinches it for them. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I love the story of the Philippines, and I really want to see them do good. But I feel like they are the weakest team in that group.
Yeah.
I feel like New Zealand probably realizes that they can beat them, and they just need to go out and execute.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah.
We'll see though. This is definitely been a World Cup where anything can happen. I mean, nobody picked New Zealand to beat Norway.
No.
So we will we'll see if maybe the Philippines can harness some of that magic and bring about a comeback of their own.
Oh, they have to play Switzerland. Yeah, I mean, nobody expected Norway to be this bad. Jesus. So yeah. We shall see.
We got about a minute in stoppage left on this one.
Korea with some last gasps.
Yeah, it is not looking good for
Korea is literally just kicking it forward.
Yeah.
They may not be aiming for anyone. I think they're just
prayers is what they're aiming for. They're aiming for prayers.
Hopes and prayers, prayers and hopes.
Hopes and prayers.
Hoping and wishing, wishing and hoping.
And it's interesting to watch Colombia really kind of pick them apart and try and take their chances. Oh,
as you say,
she led her with that pass, and then she didn't make the run.
I wonder if she thought she was offside, maybe.
Definitely, 100%.
Because she was. There was zero urgency in her getting after that ball.
Night, Grego.
I don't know who SkyE is.
That'd be you.
Oh.
You. That who be you.
How? Who?
That's it. Final score: Colombia 2 and Korea 0. Good showing.
All right.
Hey.
Good showing by Colombia.
Hey. All right.
And only 4 away in the goal differential from Germany. So.
What thoughts do we have?
My thought is very simple, and that's Colombia is a top 3 team in this tournament.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know exactly where they are as far as top. They're definitely in the top tier for me. And yeah, Germany better watch out, man. They are. Don't underestimate them. I think they did very well. I think South Korea had a couple of opportunities and just never never got anything going, and then really fell apart there, kind of late in the game. Tough to see that for such an experienced team. I don't know what they're going to do from here. It's not looking great for them, but solid win by Colombia.
It is a bold statement, but I think it's true. I think they're one of the top 3 teams. I think it's Brazil, Colombia, and Japan in the top 3 for me at the moment.
Ooh, even over Germany?
Yeah. Especially over Germany. I'll be honest, Eugene convinced me with that question. I've been thinking about that question this entire rest of the match. I'm not gonna lie. And the more that I've watched Colombia, I feel like they can get Germany for sure. I wasn't impressed with Germany at all. And just in terms of watching the match, I try so much to avoid just the scoreline, and I try to watch the match play out and watch how teams look and the form. And yeah, I can see Colombia winning that match 2-1, maybe sneaking a 1-0 smash and grab. So
you don't have to imagine, because on July 30th,
imagine in the terms of until we see what happens.
Well, right after the Angel City game, we're gonna be staying up, because guess when that game is?
Midnight.
That was at 2:30 in the morning.
In the morning? Fine. Yeah, for those wondering, we will be at the BMO Stadium for Portland Angel City, and we will be cooked as hell. So,
and
I'll be cooked. I will be there in spirit. I will not be there.
But we'll be watching at 2:30 in the morning on that Sunday, on the literally after the game later. Somehow I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up.
I'm not even gonna risk it.
Yeah, I can't risk it. So we're gonna be up at 2:30 in the morning, to watch Germany play Colombia. And Shea Butter will be in the streets, be at the game. We might even dial them in. Phone a friend.
So real quick, just from our guest, what did you think of watching Linda Caicedo and Colombia?
I mean,
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of negative words you could use for that. I mean, some of those. Does she have a magnet for feet? Some of those balls, theoretically, to any other human, would have just been knocked out of the stadium.
It's true.
And she would turn it into a run. Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work on that scorpion trap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Danny.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I was just saying, Linda's first touch is really great. Colombia, this team is really good. My only thing is just that I saw some mishaps, I guess, on defense a little bit that I would be worried about against better, I guess, other teams like Germany or something, or the US. But this team is really, really good. I can see why you got them in your top 3. I don't know if I got them that high up, but this is a solid team for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think they're top 5 for sure.
I'll take it. I'll take top 5.
Can I beat your Germany?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no. I think what I will say is, I keep harping on this, but I do think it does play a part in definitely how they played Monaco. It's because they had those shocks of every game before the World Cup being closed. I don't think they're having the England situation or something like that where they're coming out and be like, this team can't hang with us. I think they're a little more open to the possibility of a drop, a result getting dropped. Do I think they're gonna blow out Colombia? Absolutely not. But I do not think. I think when people say they're I think people have to be careful of overlooking them. I do not think they're overlooking them just because of how they played Zambia and Vietnam and stuff like that. So if they do if it is close, it's not because they overlooked them. It's just because Colombia is good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the match for the group right there.
Mm-hmm.
Is a Colombia-Germany match, yeah.
Oh, and that's why we'll be up at the Crocodile watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's on at 5 a.m. my time, I think. So that'll be cool.
Word. Any other thoughts? The final thoughts that are thoughting.
I'm curious to know who after the opening matches, because that was the last two teams to play in the opening matches. We talked a lot about who's the best, but who do we think are some of the worst? Like, I know I kind of hate saying it like that in the World Cup, but just who do you have least faith in going forward?
Norway.
Norway is definitely down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are we talking like the big teams, the
or anyone,
big teams?
Just from what you've seen in the opening round?
I think Norway's been the most disappointing. That's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in Zambia too. I thought they were gonna to do better than they did. Look, I know they've got a lot of stuff going on with the players, with the federation, all that kind of stuff. So it may be a little bit harsh, but I was, and maybe it was me kind of getting high on the hopium. I was just really, I wanted them to do well and really take it to Germany, and 6-0 wasn't that, you know.
I think if we're just focusing not on disappointing, but just straight up bad, like, even though Vietnam played their ass off, I think that was kind of their peak.
Man.
Like, I don't think they're going to play like that, where, like, obviously the U.S. had their issues in that game. They still didn't get a shot on goal, which is, I think, very, very telling. And I don't think that's going to really get better as group play gets on and more teams get more comfortable with what their game plan is. Which is disappointing. I know it's their first World Cup, but I just don't think they have the skill to kind of work with that group right now.
Yeah, I think if we're talking just pure bad, I'd have to say Norway, just in terms of teams that I absolutely think are going to have a hard time going forward. But following along Eugene's line, and I feel so bad even mentioning them, but I kind of was a little disappointed in Jamaica. I know that they got their first point of World Cup ever, and it's a huge accomplishment, and I don't want to rain on their parade, but just watching that match, and again, maybe I caught up in their hopium, but just watching that match against France, I feel like they could have gotten the 3 points there. I felt like that match was there, especially early on when they were the aggressors. I felt like there was a chance in that early first 25, 30 minutes where they could have smashed a goal and come away with that, and then started to sit back and play the defense that they were playing so well. And I say disappointing just because you look at the rest of the teams in that group, it's going to be tough for them to find results against the Brazil, against the Panama. So that France match was really, I think, their opportunity to get off on the right foot, and they just kind of let one slip away, I feel. But again, I don't want to rain on their parade because it was an incredible result, and they deserve all the love in the world for it, but just slightly disappointing for me.
I was gonna say, yeah, I see that. What would be the team that is probably gone, first game jitters or none, that will probably awaken if they weren't awoke in the second set of group stage games?
I'll say Canada.
Oh, Canada gonna find some offense?
I think. I mean, I'm just honestly, you know what it was? I'm just looking at the teams that I felt kind of had that first match jitters, and I just look at the rest of their group. I think Canada has the better teams around them that they could realistically kind of overcome after their terrible first match. But again, it's going to be dependent on if they wake up, because they've had such a poor run of form that it is kind of hard to have faith in them at all at this point. But if anyone can do it after a rough first match, I think out of the teams that lost or the teams that had poor results in their opener, they would be the best bet to bounce back.
Okay.
For me.
This one's tough. I'm torn between Haiti and Argentina. Man, if I have to pick one, I'll say Haiti. I feel like Haiti saw what they could do against an England team that a lot of people have as the favorites to win the entire tournament, and feel like they probably should have gotten 3 points, or at bare minimum a draw from that, and we'll take that confidence going forward. I feel like they think that they can beat Denmark, and they feel like they can probably beat China too, because China looked vulnerable against Denmark. So I'll say them. Argentina though is they're like 1A and 1B for me. I feel like, Argentina is another team that just probably could awaken. So, but yeah, I'll stick with Haiti.
Fair.
I'm gonna say South Africa.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
I think they kind of, like Sky said, I think that rain was a little anti-black. And I just look at the other teams in the group and like,
That's fair.
if they played like that against Sweden, I really don't see them losing to Italy or Argentina.
True.
That's a wide open group.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a team that looked bad, Costa Rica. They left too many starters at home.
I just feel like they look too bad though, because you asked like teams that look bad but could bounce back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they could bounce back in that group?
No, I meant to say. I should have said Costa Rica. Yes, Spain beat the bricks off of them, but I don't know if Costa Rica's then gonna get it together to beat Japan.
I was about to say because they have Japan in that group,
and Zambia.
and then Zambia, yeah.
I was gonna say maybe Zambia bounces back. Because we are not gonna run the same formation, are we, Coach? I hated that formation when I saw it, and I was like, okay, we gotta. Barbara needs to get the bandas. It can't get the bands and make them dance if she can't touch the ball. So we got to figure out. I was having Angel City flashbacks. Do not be running one up top if you don't have support to distribute. So, yeah. Other than that, yeah, South Africa. Yeah, maybe Morocco. Come on, late. I don't know.
I think Morocco's another one where it's just like Costa Rica. They just kind of started too bad in a group that's a little too strong, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, Zambia's playing Spain. Wednesday. Yeah. Well, that's all.
Also, I just now read all the comments about my mic. Is my mic better now at the very end?
At the very end? The last 10 seconds?
Now saw those comments.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Danny, did you have a vision of a team?
I see Haiti for sure.
Yeah.
I think they kind of came out no fear going against the English team, but I think they kind of almost like they shocked themselves at what they could do.
Haiti's a good shot. I could see that from Haiti for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, it's late o'clock over there. It's late o'clock here, and I got to do work in the morning. So it was great that you all came through. They can do what it do.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Actually, we will see you Saturday because my work. Yeah. But have no fear. There will be watch along. There will be a replay of some game. If that Zambia Spain game looks delicious and nutritious, then we might have to watch that later. But yeah, we'll see you. I guess what is that? Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Saturday morning? Yeah, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
For when Billboard Alex and them are over there in Australia. Y'all are going to see what? Who's that? Brazil playing France? France? Yeah, Brazil plays France on Saturday. We gonna be here. That's at early clock in the morning. I forgot who's on the schedule. Hold on. Wait.
I think it's a 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific game.
Nice. I love those.
Oh Lord, we might get banned. On the 29th, we are joined by Alexandria and Yogi.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Sunday, Alexandria allegedly, and Jake for Germany, Colombia.
Oh, good. I can't wait for that.
We got Dr.
See me
Scott.
freak out on camera.
I like that.
We got Dr. Scott, the good black professor of the knowledge. He joins us on the Monday, Canada versus Australia. And then Danny gonna be back in the streets. of the
Hey.
Shea Butter for the Portugal versus USA.
Nice.
Oh, and then back again for Jamaica and Brazil, but also Erica and Jermaine too in the last one of the group stages.
So we got a full group stage schedule for y'all.
Yeah,
to
we got a full
watch and enjoy.
So
A lot of great football, especially after the opening rounds. We see a lot of the teams kind of settling into what they are, so it's gonna be fun.
yeah, so it's gonna be wild starting this weekend, and then I'm gonna be up at the crack of dawn, with all those people who are gonna be over there in Australia. So yeah, I'm taking next week off. So we gonna be here. We gonna see y'all. Appreciate you for vibing and riding, and have a good evening or morning, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Night.
Thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks
Thanks,
to our
everyone.
guests, man. It's been fun.
Thanks for showing. Yes, thank you to our guests. That was a lot of fun.
All right, y'all. I'm ending the recording now. Wait, I think I'm ending.
Bye bye.